going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat.
Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The demolition, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. Yeah!
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Friday, everybody. Yes.
Yes.
We finally made it.
Mm-hmm.
It's Friday.
And what a Friday it is.
It is. Going one more day of hot.
Mm-hmm.
One more day of hot, and then Shangri-La for us.
Yeah, it really is. We're like right on the edge.
Yeah.
We're edging like crazy today.
Yeah, we're gonna be 100 again today. Big bag of hot.
You just call us edgelords.
But mañana,
Yep.
sunny and 84.
Beautiful.
Sunday,
Beautiful.
sunny and 74.
Nice.
By the way, the breezes, 5 to 15 Saturday, which is not bad for
Yeah.
us. Sunday, 10 to 15.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we got, now it's only a 20% chance of rain.
It's dwindling. They do this every time.
But there is rain chances.
Oh, they make such lofty promises. You know what this is?
Yeah.
The National Weather Service is like that dad that promises he's going to show up and take us to the museum, and he never shows up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a
Filling
20.
us full of false promises.
Well, they moved it up a little bit, too. So now it's like Sunday night to 20%, Monday and Monday night 20%. So we'll see. Hopefully it stays.
Come
and
on.
we get some kind of rain.
Just a little.
Let's do rain dances as well.
That's it.
I got it.
Yep.
On Sunday or Saturday.
Okay.
Probably Sunday, though.
Yeah.
We're going to need everyone to go wash your car.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Sunday.
what we need.
Sunday would be your best day to do it.
We need all of the community, for the sake of we needing moisture, go wash your car.
Yeah. Make it happen. I mean, a
'Cause
deep clean, too.
We all know.
Like
the moment you wash your car, the clouds start coming in and the rain comes and joins us.
Really put some time into it. Some time into it.
Yeah. Get some elbow detailing. You know.
Yeah.
Get
That's
in,
what we're talking.
get
That's
in
what it
all the
takes.
nooks and crannies. Get your toothbrush out. Start getting in those little wire spokes on your wheels. Do all that.
That's
stuff.
right.
Yeah. But please, for the sake of the community, everyone, please wash your car on Sunday.
I think I'm going to utilize child labor this weekend and do just that.
There you go.
The kids
you got the
love
kids this weekend?
Yeah, dude. The kids love going through the car wash, through the tunnel, and I think you just tell me to throw the trash out afterwards.
I thought maybe you do it out in the yard or whatever. Because
No,
I was
no.
say he's going to come in Monday,
See,
and from the bottom foot of his car is going to be clean, and then the top half will look dirty.
Just be terrible. But I was thinking about this the other day, yesterday. This is why I can't do what you were talking about yesterday, and that's, embarrass myself by sitting out in a kiddie pool in my yard with the adult beverage, watching my phone.
I wouldn't
or
even
whatever.
say embarrassing yourself. I just
This is why I can't do it.
all right.
I do not have access to an outside spigot.
Oh,
Yeah. So what I could do,
your neighbors?
probably, I don't know. What I could do is set up the pool directly below my kitchen window and then take that sprayer thing I have on my kitchen sink to fill up a pool.
Okay.
But I'm not doing that.
What if you just got you like one of those big jugs and filled it
I
up a couple
also
times?
really need to not do more to make me look more redneck.
I'd say embrace
At this point, I have embraced it, but it's embracing back, and its embrace is a little hard.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little too rough, too firm of a handshake for my personal liking.
And I would go ahead and make that bucket air conditioner too that you keep seeing up on like Facebook and stuff.
I'm gonna do you one better. Well, let me tell you what I did last night.
Did you? All right.
No. Let me tell you what I did last night.
All right, let me tell you.
I have a single oscillating fan in my living room. I've given up on the air conditioner at this point. So my daughter's air conditioner in her room and my air conditioner at the far end work. Great. Perfect. Sometimes. When it gets too hot in the day, this back one starts working a little too hard and it just gives up.
Gotcha.
But for the most part, they work. It's just the center of the house is like where all the heat gathers. So what I did, in my redneck wisdom, I made a Ziploc baggie ice pack. Okay. I have the fancy ice in my fridge. The place that we can't name because it's a McDonald's Friday. The place close to the McDonald's that sells a really nice ice. I have a bag of that in my fridge. So I made a Ziploc baggie full of that ice, and I taped it to the back of the fan.
And that help?
Very little, but it did make some difference.
All right.
It did make some difference.
Good.
I had my door cracked open to try to get some of because it was kind of windy yesterday, trying to get some cool air in to, air the house out a little bit. And then I guess I paid half attention for half a second. And next thing I know, I see my cat walk in the door.
It's like, how you
welcome
doing?
home.
Yeah. How you doing? I'm back.
So I'm like, wow, I guess I missed him leaving completely.
Yeah. He's like, it's hot in here.
But now, and that's the thing. And now I guess he's a come and goer.
Well, this weekend.
Yep.
This weekend, it'll be cooler.
Shangri-La. And the pool's opening up.
That's right.
Yes, the aquatic center outside
It's a soft
pool.
open this weekend. It is. So it's not a hard.
So soft.
It's a soft open. So they're doing so. Get staff training. They got a bunch of new lifeguards.
Yep.
They need more, by the way. But they're doing a soft opening this weekend. So come have fun. But don't tell all your friends. Just some of them.
We're trying to keep it soft this weekend, okay?
On the DL.
That's right.
Something I don't want on the DL. The fact that the fine folks at McDonald's sponsor our show each and every Friday.
Yes.
That is not on the DL. That's on the UL.
We're putting that on blast.
The upload.
That's right.
I don't know the.
We're not leaving it on red.
DL.
We're putting that on blast.
I don't know the opposite of the download. The upload, I don't know. But whatever that is, that's what we want to do with McDonald's. So big thank you to McDonald's. As we shared that conversation with you, Sean polished off a bowl of oatmeal.
It's not polished.
It's not polished.
I'm Bon Jovi right now.
Ah.
I'm halfway there. Living on a path.
And of course, here's the thing I want to stress too. They customize. They do stuff
Yeah, they do.
like our young Tanner. He's going he's going back to do some of his keto stuff. So he keto friendly his breakfast this morning from McDonald's.
Yeah.
You can do all that too.
You sure can.
They will do all that stuff for you. So don't hesitate to ask her, and don't forget to download the app to get exclusive app deals as well. And you can build your reward points, and the next thing you know, you're getting free food.
That's right.
All kinds of stuff. So I highly recommend you download the McDonald's app today. And don't forget, you can swing on by the South Main, the Downtown, and the North Main McDonald's here in Roswell. They got you covered. I still have not been inside the South Main.
You gotta go, man. It's so cool.
I'm you know what? In all fairness, I'm a drive-through connoisseur. I don't go inside as much anymore. Because I don't know. I just don't. I tend to eat on the run or at home now, and so I go through a lot of drive-throughs. I don't go inside a lot of places.
Go inside just so you can see kind of how the kitchen's set up because it's really cool.
Yeah,
they really have a lot of cool new tech in there. It's cool. It's a cool place. Cool spot. And what's weird is it's kind of like set up to where the cash register and the POS is kind of almost in the back of the store.
Gotcha.
Like to where the entrance is, because the entrance is kind of like near the middle. The play place is over here. All the kiosks you can order from inside of the play place, which that's super handy or near it. And then a pretty good size, eating area. And then in the back is the counter.
Nice.
So it's kind of it's a cool setup. And it's definitely customer focused.
Okay. Maybe I'll voyage there this weekend.
Yeah.
So, but big thank you to McDonald's. Swing on by any of your three here, or in Artesia or Carlsbad. They got you covered.
I got to thinking about it on Wednesday. I was telling you I was feeling really just like sick to my stomach after swimming, and it was because I didn't put anything in my stomach.
You didn't fuel up.
I didn't fuel up. So yeah, thank you, McDonald's.
Oatmeal.
That's right.
Nice.
Get me some fuel this morning. So maybe I can do 5 laps today. We'll see what happens.
So is that? Are you lunching at the pool today?
Yep.
Nice.
That is the plan.
Very good. Excellent. Yeah, I feel oatmeal would be a very good
All right, sustain
swimming
fiber.
fuel. Yeah, swimming fuel, oatmeal.
Tackling fuel.
Tackling fuel. Captain Sano says, get your oatmeal for your tackling fuel.
I think I brought this up before. He's making a comeback.
Captain Sano?
Captain Sano.
I remember you did tell me that. That's right.
Because AEW has the contract with Paul White. Yes, as that
for
character.
folks who don't know, Captain Sano in that movie is a real wrestler.
Paul White.
Paul White, yes.
The Big Show.
The Big Show,
and
yeah.
he's now in AEW as Paul White, and he's contracted. Apparently, there's a license to you have to have your wrestling license. So apparently, his wrestling license is up to date, and he can still wrestle. He's mostly serving as a commentator now. He'll step in and do an occasional match. He's been training to start doing a few dark matches to break out the Captain Sano character, specifically because they bought the rights to the character to use it in their video game.
So here's the thing. Are they going to be able to lure one Adam Sandler as the water boy to come hype him up in a show? Like
if they got that Tony Khan money, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like they could.
If you could get Sandler as the water boy to come out and be like either not his manager or just, his hype dude, something.
At this point, though, would Adam Sandler done? Because it would cost a lot to get
Adam
him
Sandler's
to put back
an
the water boy
A-lister.
stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Well, his fee, number one, but number two, to bring himself down to that level where he's, a former character. Like, I feel like you'd have a better sell as like getting him as Happy Gilmore, but that really wouldn't work.
No.
No,
but you would need him as the water boy.
Exactly. I'm just saying, of the characters that he would probably don the outfit of, Bobby Boucher is kind of a hard sell.
But I would think that's one of his more popular ones.
Oh, sure.
I think, people that are Adam Sandler fans and then people that have fallen off on Adam Sandler still go back to say Waterboy's one of his movies that,
Waterboy, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, those.
When you start getting into the...
a little bit on Little Nicky, that's sort of where you kind of start
getting
to
to, what is it, adults, or what are those movies? Grown-ups, those, when you get into those movies, then you're like, all right. But Little Nicky and Waterboy, and those are kind of iconic Sandler characters.
Basically, it's what built Happy Madison.
Yeah, and so I feel like that would. I mean, come on, if he's out there going or whatever he did before he hit somebody, come on,
The big laugh.
And I would even love to have the quarterback, the guy that's in all the movies. He's the quarterback in this one. He goes, how he's making fun of him.
If we were going to keep it kayfabe, what they would have to do is bring Boucher in to finally get his revenge on Captain Sano. Because remember, it was Captain Sano who insulted him that kind of spurned things on and spun the anger that made him, give him what he's
So
got.
maybe that's the storyline. Captain Sano comes out and his foe is Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher comes out and this is going to be in a very
and the girl
inside,
with the water from the glacier.
Yep. It's going to be a very inside baseball reference, but he comes out and he says, any man with two hands has a chance. It's a direct quote from, I believe it was David Elgin from WWE from the mid-2010s.
And then, to cap it all off, we get a one Fonzie.
Henry Winkler.
To come out with a Roy Orbison tattoo on his buttock.
I feel like we're spending a lot of money for a bit. A lot of money for a bit.
Well, we could even have, what's her name, come out with a gator. Kathy Bates come out with a big gator. I mean,
The whole cast, bring them out.
And
I'll tell you how
the assistant coach, he comes out in the overalls. He's like, we live to pay another day.
I'll tell you how we do it. I know exactly how we can get this done.
Okay.
Because AEW works with Warner Media. Right? They're constantly bringing things back. Option Waterboy 2. Bring the cast back, the ones that want to come back, and you can advertise that movie in a storyline on AEW.
Quite frankly, a lot of that cash should come back.
Synergy. Yeah. Synergy. Yeah, what's Nev Campbell up to lately? She was the girlfriend, right?
No. It was same era. I don't remember her name. She was in all those witches and all those other shows.
She was the chick from The Craft.
But it's not Nev Campbell.
It's not Nev.
It's the same. She's in all those movies. I just don't remember her name.
My phone's in the other room. I can't check.
Yeah, but I haven't seen her in a while. She always plays a goth-looking girl because she kind of has that pale, fair skin and dark hair, so she kind of fits those roles pretty regularly. But anyway,
man is supposed to have stanky feet.
He comes out on a lawn tractor. I mean, I'm just saying, it's great.
That'd be good.
All right, let me give you the rundown of today's show. We're going to replay an interview this hour. On Wednesday, we had Andrew Moore with the Roswell Chamber join us, and also with her was Paul Moore from Alzheimer's Association. So we're going to play that interview for you here in just a few. Next hour, County Manager Bill Williams scheduled to join us from Chaves County, give us an update on commission meetings and other things happening around the county. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, I believe it'll be Tracy Fry joining us from the Roswell Public Library. But the library will drop by, give us an update on events happening out there at the Roswell Public Library.
Some reading program getting ready to get underway.
Oh yeah, summer reading program is getting that's right around the corner.
I think I'm gonna get Rhiannon in this year. That's her bag. She loves reading.
Adults can do it too. You can do it with her.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you and your books, like say you read Hunter some books.
Yeah.
Because obviously at this point your daughter's kind of reading on her own here.
Yeah.
But that counts for your reading.
It does.
So.
And we still have, I still read to him at night. I'll get together in Rhiannon's bed and we'll read him a story. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and those count towards those pages, I believe it is, count towards your total.
Well, I imagine story time now is like the three of you, but Rhiannon's reading the story.
We did that the other night, which is
to improve her reading.
That's really cool. That's really fun when I ask her to read me a story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Hunter's there, and then he gets the story. And then story time for all three.
She's really, and the other thing it does, it helps with her comprehension, but it also helps with her inflection, with her tone and tenor, because, with speech therapy and stuff, she had to learn a more expressive way to talk.
Okay.
So when she talks a lot like I do and use a lot of inflections, and when she tells a story, she puts on storyteller voice, which is really fun to.
Well, she probably got that from Daddy.
Yeah. Yes, a little bit from Mom, but also mostly from Dad.
I know, but Dad's kind of the guy who does this for a living.
Because of who I am, I can't total back pat.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, Mom helped you.
Well, all play a vital role. But that's great. But yeah, some reading programs, I imagine we'll touch on that a little bit with Tracy and talk about other things they've got coming up as well. Before we do any of that, though, let's take a gander at that weather. Like I said, today, no bueno.
Just make it through today, folks. Stay alive for 75.
That's right. No bueno today, bueno tomorrow and Sunday. Then less bueno later.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Looks like we'll be getting a little break from the heat starting tomorrow and especially on Sunday with a cold front moving in from the north and east. It'll stay hot today, though. Our afternoon high in the upper 90s to around 100, breezy and sunny. We're in the upper 50s overnight, gusty wind and clear, and then it looks like we'll stay in the mid 80s with sunshine on Saturday. Sunday, sunny and about 80. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 70 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity already at 14%. Pretty low. Winds out of the west, 5 miles per hour. We do have a red flag warning today. That's going to, actually it's in effect right now and will remain in effect through 8 p.m. this evening because 14% humidity and, of course, it's going to be sunny and 100 again today. Winds a little breezy today as well. They're going to be out of the southwest 15 to 20 this morning, but later today, gusting 20 to 25, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. So I'm guessing those winds are going to bring in the cooler temperatures we're going to experience this weekend. Tonight, winds continue. Overnight low of 57 under clear skies. Winds will be breezy out of the southwest 20 to 25. Gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. After midnight tonight, those winds will drop down 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then your weekend, sunny and 84 tomorrow. So we're going to have about a 15-degree drop in temperature for Saturday. Winds will be out of the north, 5 to 15 miles per hour. Saturday night, clear skies with an overnight low of 50. Winds will be out of the south, 15 to 20. Sunday, 74. We're going to drop another 10 degrees, mostly sunny and 74. Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. There is a 20% chance of showers Sunday night. Partly cloudy, overnight low of 55. Monday, when you head back to work, a 20% chance of showers as well. Mostly sunny, back up in the upper 80s, 87 for a high on Monday. And then that 20% chance of rain continues into Tuesday. And then looks like we'll be in upper 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Low 90s by around Thursday of next week. All right, it is 7:24. Let's take a 3.5-minute commercial break, and then we'll play our interview with Andrew Moore from the Chamber and Paul Moore from Alzheimer's Association. Don't go away.
This is Luis Sanchez, your Republican candidate for Congress in New Mexico's 1st District. I grew up in Albuquerque in a small little trailer in the South Valley and was the first person in my family to go to college and live the American dream. I've worked in the medical field for 28 years and am one of the owners of Caliber's indoor shooting ranges. I'm running for Congress because I see that American dream slipping away from the next generation. Socialists like Melanie Stansbury and AOC have inflation out of control in this country, and we have the highest unemployment rate in the nation. And those radical socialists won't stop until our country is ruined. In Congress, I'll uphold our conservative values, fight for all of our freedoms, just like I did when the governor tried to shut down New Mexico's small businesses. I am asking for your vote early or on June 7th. I'll work hard to protect your constitutional rights, secure our elections, and fight for real immigration reform to secure our borders. It's time to take our state and country back. I'm Luis Sanchez, and I approve this message. Paid for by Sanchez for New Mexico.
A comedian once said, "No one can tell me anything, not even myself." Hi, this is Pastor Troy and Julie Smotherman for The Joy of Marriage.
You know, most people stop listening and start forming an answer or response when someone's talking to them within 7 seconds, so they miss most of the information.
John 10:27 says, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me."
You know, when Julie and I were preparing for this, she looked right at me after I spoke for a while and said, "What?" I guess we all have work to do in listening. But you know what? Just like learning to know God takes time and focus and to know His voice, it's going to take time and focus to really get to know our spouse and to really start enjoying and loving marriage.
If you have any questions or would like further information about the Joy of Marriage Ministry, please go to jomconference.com.
The National Used Car Blowout is on at Roswell Honda with the deepest discounts yet. Like a 2017 Ford Escape for just $329 a month, a 2015 Honda CR-V for just $309 a month, or a 2013 Nissan Sentra for just $199 a month. Get a 12-pack of soda and a Mexican resort voucher just for stopping by, a grilling toolkit with a test drive, and a free portable grill with purchase. And join us May 21st for free food, stuff for the kids, and your chance to win a Char Griller Double Play 3-burner gas charcoal grill. On now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Venga al Spring River Zoo para el Summer Buns House Bash el sábado 4 de junio en el Spring River Zoo en Roswell. 6 casas inflables para los niños, además de pintura de caras, camiones de comida y todo tipo de juegos y diversión. La entrada al zoológico es gratis el primer sábado de cada mes. Spring River Zoo está abierto todos los días de 10 a.m. a 4 p.m. Obtenga más información en springriverzoo.com.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Linen can absorb up to 20 times its weight in moisture before it feels damp. Now, you don't have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom anymore. Here's Mike Winters.
9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, of course, Andrew Moore, back with us from the Roswell Chamber of Commerce, and also from our Alzheimer's Association regional manager. This is, I guess, you kind of...
Southeast regional manager.
Okay.
So it's like Lee County, Chavez County, Eddy County.
Okay.
Lincoln County, Curry, Roosevelt.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
this is pretty much all of Southeast New Mexico.
Yeah.
For the Alzheimer's Association here in New Mexico. Paul Moore with us as well. So good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
Us. Pretty good.
Good deal.
So before I turn the microphone over to Paul, as always, I will give our quick update on the things that we're doing in the chamber.
Which is quite a few. It's getting, as the weather gets warmer, things get busier, people coming out.
You can tell people are done with COVID because they're getting out and they're getting stuff rolling.
Yeah.
So on the 19th, so tomorrow, the 19th.
It is tomorrow, isn't it?
I know. I had to check my watch. I was like, oh my gosh. We have a ribbon cutting for Gold Financial Services.
Nice.
They are located at 200 East 4th Street.
Do you need gold scissors to cut that ribbon?
Well, we've got silver. Well, we've got silver scissors with gold handle.
There you go.
So
I mean,
we're
if
kind
it's a gold, I'm just.
That's right.
Kind of feels like the visual needs a gold pair of
and
scissors.
They're kind of doing a meet and greet grand opening deal as well. So from 4 to 7, we're going to cut the ribbon at 4, and then people can stay and meet the staff and see all of the wonderful things.
Looking for some financial advice, I'm sure they'll have a bunch of people there that would be willing to sit down and talk with you about
Absolutely.
that. Absolutely. So,
And then Friday, the next day, we have a meet and greet with Jeremy Gay. He is running for Attorney General on the Republican side. From 5:30 to about 7, or as time dictates. If we've got a big crowd, he's willing to stay and answer questions as long as people are interested.
Good. Please
the
do your
chamber.
homework and research and talk to these folks. Regardless of where you lean politically and all that stuff, the role of the Attorney General in the state of New Mexico is quite a powerful one.
Very.
And you want to make sure you do your homework and make sure that you vote for someone that really lines up with what you believe in, especially at Attorney General. There's a lot of power there. There's a lot of things that the Attorney General can do that, dare I say, even a governor can't pull off.
I was just going to say there's a lot of areas where the Attorney General is more powerful than our governor.
So come out to events like this, do your homework. Like I always say, I don't care who you vote for, but vote educated and go do that. So definitely come on out tomorrow night. What time's that starting again?
That's Friday at 5:30.
5:30. So come out and meet a Republican candidate will be running here in the June primary for Attorney General. So.
At the chamber. And of course, as always, we will have good eats and some beverages, adult and otherwise. So please come and be a part of it. And then next Wednesday, so a week from today.
Oh, real quick though?
Yes.
I got a pro move. If it turns out you don't like the guy, just go eat like the real most oniony thing that's on the list.
Oh, there you go.
And then go up and say, "Hi, how are you?"
There you go. I love
All
it.
right, sorry, continue.
No worries. And then a week from today, we've got our Sun State Cyber Security Lunch and Learn at the chamber.
Yeah, we had them on a couple weeks ago, the gentleman from Sun State. And trust me, if you're looking to beef up, how your business or your home, really, they can do both. Getting security for your computers, like especially if you have a business where you have multiple people in a network that's doing stuff. These guys are the ones that really keep an eye out and making sure hackers and like you hear about all these global hackings and things.
Oh, yeah.
Target got hacked or so-and-so got hacked and things like that. This is a company that's kind of they're the future of stopping all those kind of things.
And they are the IT company we use at the chamber. And they have other organizations and companies here in the area. Their home office is based in Phoenix.
Yeah.
But they have an office here in the state.
I want to say, aren't they originally from like Four Corners area or something like that? Or did they always start in Phoenix?
They may have been.
Okay.
But since I've been with them.
When we were talking, I thought they said something about they kind of started up there in like Farmington area or something.
So they've got local people whenever we've needed somebody to come to the office. If they can't get down that day, they're usually down the next day. Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're very prompt.
And of course, they can get in to your computer from their end. And
those guys explained how they have no personal lives. When they were here last time because they're busy.
Well, so since then, I have found this really cool podcast all about hacking and cybersecurity, and I think I want my next life to be a hacker. And of course, now my family.
You want to be the bad guy?
Well, you can be a good hacker and a bad.
There's ethical hacking, right? Yeah.
They're called black hats.
You're gonna be like
and
the
white
Dexter
hats.
of hacking. Is that what you're gonna do?
And I'm like, ooh, this is kind of cool. Like, where was this job when we were kids? Oh, that's right, we didn't have computers yet. It wasn't cool yet.
We did eight hours of code to play Hangman on an Apple IIc. That's what we had.
So that's what we've got going on in the next couple of weeks. And then this Saturday at First Baptist Church, the Alzheimer's Association is doing a seminar. And now I'll hand it over to Paul.
Oh, very good.
So this is going to be our first in-person seminar we've had since COVID.
Okay.
So it's been about 3 years since we've done anything like this.
Good.
And really, it comes back to the fact that we had our walk last year. You helped promote it.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
that. And it was a very successful event. And because of that success, we have the funding to do something like this, where it's an all-day education event, starting at 9 o'clock, going until 3 o'clock.
Nice.
Lunch is provided, so we're going to feed everybody. It's free.
Right. And then come out and this is probably geared towards families.
It's geared towards families and caregivers. Right? So if you have someone in your family that's been diagnosed, or you are currently a caregiver, or you just were diagnosed, this will go through basically every stage of dementia.
Okay.
Explain how things change over time, and also just things you can do around the house to make it safe for your loved one. You know, when you have to start considering things like in-home care or maybe a facility or something like that.
Sure.
But we'll go through all of that and how to vet places like that and vet your nurses and stuff like that. So that's the goal.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, obviously, especially when the diagnosis first comes out, it's a whirlwind that hits you, and then after the initial shock of it, then you start getting flooded with the logistics of all of it, and that's where coming out to this event Saturday, it just could really. I'm not saying, it's going to make it to at least gives you a plan of action in some way that you can give as much quality of life while you have it for as long as you can have it, and here's the thing too, and I don't know if there's some of this that's going to be covered, is there's been in the last couple of years, there's really been great strides in the medical research for Alzheimer's and things. And so I feel like for the first time in a long time, like we may see a cure for Alzheimer's before, guys like you and I leave the earth. You know what I mean? Like it's a real thing, Like we always talk about cure for cancer. Now we might actually say, you know what? We can reverse Alzheimer's maybe. And how awesome would that be if we actually pull that off?
I mean, that's the end goal, right? Is to find more treatments and cures. I mean, there isn't any treatments or cures right now. There's that new one from the FDA that was approved, but that's only for early onset. Yeah. And it's only for early stages. It's more of a delay than it is like the disease will still progress over time.
Gotcha. But it's giving people more quality of life. But it's giving people
more quality of life, which was the goal. But it's a very specific subset of people that are diagnosed. It has to be early onset, has to be very early on in the disease progress. Later on in the disease, it's not helpful.
Progress.
It is progress. That's the exciting part. Is the research is going.
So just obviously, as being with the Alzheimer's Association, you're kind of more plugged in on this than most of us here. Just your opinion. Do you think like at some point we'll get to be a cure thing, or do you think it'll be a vaccine thing where like maybe as a kid you get an Alzheimer's vaccine and then we don't it goes away like polio? I mean, what do you think they're talking here?
There's multiple things on the horizon. So we get updates on some of the research that's going on, because a lot of when we do funding, there's two things it funds. There are things like this, education, and then a chunk of it goes into research. And there is a vaccine that's being worked on. It's still in the animal clinical trials, but it is shown to reverse damage from Alzheimer's.
Okay.
But again, it's very early, very, very early on. And then other drugs so it could be either, right? It could be drugs to help slow it down, like the ones we're working with now, and improving upon what was already approved, but trying to get something better, right? Because the initial one was just not as good as people would hope. Sure. And that's understandable because it's the first in a line of drugs.
That's how science works.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's not.
Trust me, kids. The first phone that came out didn't have all the bells and whistles of the phone that comes out now.
Right, my first cell phone was not so high.
It was huge, like a brick.
That's how science works. As we learn more, we can advance it. Yes.
Right, but there are things on the horizon. I'm hopeful that it runs in my family. That's why I got involved. And I'm hoping that even in my parents' generation, that hopefully they won't have to deal with it.
Sure.
I mean, that's where I'm at.
Well, and that's the thing too, is because, and this is the good thing, the money, the research, the what the Alzheimer's Association's doing, that's the huge strides to get over this. And because of that big push that the Alzheimer's Association, many people that do this kind of stuff, were able to learn more about, like to be honest, for many years, causes of Alzheimer's, there's so many questions unanswered. And now we're starting to get some answers to those questions. Yeah. And so, like you're talking about family and things, we're starting to understand, is there family histories and because really at this point you're like, well, how did we get this? Our answer is we really don't know. There could be many ways.
Right.
We don't
and we'll
know.
cover some of that during the class on Saturday too. Is just some of the risk factors and things like that to know about. But yeah, that's actually still a good question. There isn't a specific genetic link we found yet, but it obviously has. If you have family history, your chances are increased. There's so many risk factors that go into it. But again, that knowledge base has greatly increased in the last 5 years.
And that's how we lick this disease and get, because it's the same thing with the breast cancer and all that, Susan G. Komen stuff. When millions of dollars are researching it, that means more people are doing work out there. And that's how it goes from maybe a small group of scientists working on a cure to now, we got a bunch of money involved. It's now worth the while of many more people.
Right.
So now you got maybe, instead of 20 scientists working on it, now you got 2,000 scientists working
and
on it.
that is the difference, right?
Yeah.
It's unfortunately, it's just, we're still living you got to have money to do that research, and they're not going to take it up unless you can, make it worth
Exactly.
while.
And so that's really how we beat this. We really do. And so by supporting Alzheimer's Association, obviously come out for the informal things, but when it's walking season again here and it's time to participate.
I'll be back to promote walking season when we get there.
By you participating in that is your best way to combat Alzheimer's and we're saying here is, you're 20s now, but who knows? 20, 30 years ago, it might be you that get diagnosed with that. And hopefully by that time, in 30 years now, but good news.
Yeah.
It's a cure now for it. We got some medicine here, and you can either live with this a long, healthy life, or we can make it eradicate altogether. We don't, wherever the future takes us here with this. But I'd like to say in 30 years, when you're a 20-year-old kid now running around, in 30 years, if you, God forbid, happen to get diagnosed with some of this stuff, we got some resources and treatments for you.
Right.
And that's where so please participate. But in the meantime, families and unfortunately, Alzheimer's is a disease, a dementia, all of the associated is a disease of the whole family, because to be honest, probably the person that's maybe not suffering as much as the victim is the actual patient here, because they don't know or understand. It's the rest of us that see the decline, that see when out all of a sudden our father, our mother doesn't know who we are, or doesn't remember that we were just here yesterday, or whatever. That's hard for us to wrap our heads around, because we take it personally, and it's not personal at all. It's, trust me, the moments of clarity they have, they're probably beating themselves up on the inside because of the fact, how do I not remember my daughter? How do I not remember, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But that's why we gotta, and to be honest, the roles shift. The people in some of these cases that have been taking care of your butt for the last, 30 years or whatever, that role reverses to where now you're the one that needs to make sure that their needs are being met and taken care of. And that's a lot to deal with. And that's
exactly why we're having this.
I think that's why the meetings like this are there for. It's not. It's so much more about support for you, the family, and how do we all navigate this scenario that we don't want, but it's here.
Right.
We got to deal with it. We got to do something about it. How do we make this the best case scenario? And I think, especially if it's caught early, the onset. Obviously, there's a lot of things and deals that can help maybe slow down the process, things like that. But at the same time, it gives you, the family, more time to prepare,
right?
To spend the quality time and do those, but also get affairs in order. To
have those conversations about power of attorney, have those conversations about,
because it's coming,
legal issues. And we'll cover that too. And that's definitely one of those things that it's important early on. If you've just been diagnosed, having that knowledge of, all right, what do I need to do legally? How do I make plans financially? What's coming in the future? It's best not to live in denial once you have that diagnosis and just be like, well, we'll just see where this takes us. No, you want to start planning now.
Sure. And then and options for help and things. Like if you need to learn about hospice and all that kind of stuff, because at some point you may have to go down that route. How does that work? How does that happen? Because at some point, especially if you're like a lone caregiver, like if it's your mom or dad and you're pretty much the one doing all of it, at some point you're going to get overwhelmed. I don't care who you are or at some point, your life and their life is going to get too much for you.
Yeah.
And you're going to need help. And that's where there's resources out there.
Absolutely.
And
at some point, you're not legally going to be able to sign that paperwork and stuff.
And even though it feels right in every aspect, but if you didn't get your ducks in a row and get those power of attorneys done, you could make something that is actually relatively simple to do very, very, very difficult.
It's best to be proactive, and that's exactly why we do events like this, and we want to educate people.
So again, remind dates and times here for the meeting.
So it starts at 9:00. It's at First Baptist Church on 500 North Pennsylvania Avenue. That is on Saturday, May 21st.
Good deal. So is that this upcoming
Saturday?
That's this coming Saturday.
There you go. Yeah, that's right, because it's already the 19th.
And lunch is provided, so don't worry. I know it. If you look at it, it goes until 3. I know that's a long time, but we got Los Cerritos catering. We're gonna have some fajitas for everybody.
Nice.
It's gonna be great.
So plenty great food. And really, I mean, if you're a family member, bring all your family. You know, if the person itself is still able and stuff, come bring them, let them ask questions and learn more.
Yep.
But really the family, that's because
yep.
If it's not already there, at some point the burden's going to shift.
Yeah.
And it's going to shift on the family, and we want to give you as awful of a time it is for you, we want to make it as smooth and as pleasant as you possibly can. You know, because at the end of the day, it's all life. It's all a circle of life, and all the things we strive for, we do, the love and all of that stuff. It all doesn't mean a thing if you aren't willing to put rubber to the road when life really needs that.
That's right.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when an Alzheimer's or dementia diagnosis comes down, that's one of those moments in life where you rally the troops, you get circle the wagons, and you find out, what do we do to help this person as best we possibly can. So,
right.
And that's what this meeting's to give you those tools. So again, this Saturday, First Baptist Church at 9
a.m. is when it starts.
Do they need to RSVP or anything?
It helps if you do. I will take day of comers.
Because if you're cutting into Cerritos tacos,
that's exactly it.
Yes.
It's mainly so if I need to order more food, I can. You can pre-register by calling our 800 number. It's 1-800-272-3900.
Okay. Or call the chamber if you don't have that.
Or chamber can get you the information as well.
Yeah.
And we have flyers around town. So if you see those, there's an email as well. But the 800 number is probably the easiest way. Just give them a call.
Very good.
I'm like, hey, I want to go to the event on Saturday. They'll put your name on the list, and I'll know how many tacos I need.
And I would imagine, too, if you want to get more involved locally here with the Alzheimer's organization, helping planning, executing the charity events, or being, because when they're not raising money, they're also supporting families here that are dealing with Alzheimer's. If they have questions or need resources, our local group right here, they're out helping those families get connected with those resources. So when they're not out trying to raise money for research, they're trying to help families make connected to those resources and things like that.
Basically, just describe my job.
Yeah.
There you go.
So if you'd like to volunteer and be a part of that, we got lots of opportunities there to do that.
We do.
So very good. Anything else on that side we missed?
No, I think we covered the event. That's the most important thing. I'll be back talk about walk once we get closer to that event.
Yeah.
Because that's the other half of it, the fundraising part. So.
Yeah. That's because to get the research you need the books. So we had that.
That's right.
Yep, that's how it works.
And then again, don't forget we got ribbon cutting tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Gold Financial, 4:00, 200 East 4th.
Yes.
And then Friday is our meet and greet with Jeremy Gay, who is running for Attorney General. I had the pleasure of having breakfast with him to meet him and see what was going on, and he asked if we would do a meet and greet. Perfect. And of course, I had forgotten who he was because I meet so many people that I'm like, come on to the chamber. We'll do an event for you. Sure, whatever.
And primary season can get kind of in the weeds a little bit.
So his people called me and was like, hey, we're following up. We want to do this meet and greet with Mr. Jeremy. And I was like, Jeremy, I don't know anybody named Jeremy. But I said I would do something, so okay. So we set up this meeting to go have breakfast, and I go to leave, and my husband's like, where are you going? And I was like, well, I'm going to meet with this guy named Jeremy. I have no idea who he is. Okay. And my husband's like, you're going to get kidnapped.
That does sound like, he's got a panel van out back.
100%. And my husband was like, should I go with you? Because I can't. He had other things going on. And I was like, well, if you don't see me in about an hour, you probably need to find my friends and figure out where I'm at. So as soon as he walked in the door at the restaurant where we met, I was like, I know exactly who you are.
I don't know.
So I immediately started texting everybody, not going to get kidnapped, totally cool, know what's going on.
Not driving panel vans, okay.
So FYI, if I ever do get kidnapped, that's exactly how it happens. Hey, little girl, you want to talk politics? Get in the back of this van. We got to go for a ride. Okay, let's go.
I got a debate in the van for you. Okay.
100%. That's how I disappear. So Friday, meet and greet. Please come. I know that we're in primary season right now. January. Oh my gosh. June 7th is our primary election day, but we are in early voting season.
You can early vote right now. Yeah.
And so right now is great to come in and meet this gentleman.
And I think at the moment it's just at the clerk's office. I think
Correct.
it'll open up at the mall here in a week or so.
In about a week or so.
Yeah.
And we'll have that stuff posted on our social media, on our weekly email. So be looking for that. And then, of course, next week we have our Lunch and Learn. So many opportunities to eat for free within the next week. You can eat for free to go learn all about dementia and Alzheimer's.
Sure.
Eat for free on Saturday.
And eat for free on Friday. I mean,
eat for free Friday,
play cards
Saturday,
right?
Wednesday.
You got to pay for a meal in like a week.
That's right. That's right.
And remind me again the date and time for the Sun State meet.
That is
Lunch and Learn.
Wednesday, the 21st from 11:30 to 1.
Gotcha. So 1 week
at the
from
chamber.
today.
1 week from today.
Very good.
And of course, we've gone through a bunch of stuff. You can always call 623-5695, 623-5695, or come by the chamber. If you see one of our vehicles in the parking lot, we're there. We do keep the door locked at times when it's just one or two of us in the office.
For security.
But come by, ring the doorbell, we'll let you in.
Absolutely. And of course, follow the Chamber of Commerce on Facebook.
Yes, please like
Instagram.
and follow Facebook, Instagram. I do more professional type things on LinkedIn. So we are in
Less
those places.
professional than the others. Just kidding.
It just kind of depends.
We just call it
whatever.
It's fun.
Yes. More fun, less fun.
It's more business-like on the other. Here we cut up on the other.
More stuffy pants. I don't know what you call it. And then
it's like, okay, so Instagram and Facebook are like this show, and then LinkedIn is like Travis and Sexton at 10 o'clock. That's what it is like.
Kind of, yeah. Because you got,
more serious.
people get a little more irritated when you be a little less stuffy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't like jokes sometimes there. But anyway, but yes, stay abreast of pretty much everything that's going on by following those there. And of course, and if you are a business or organization that wants to learn the benefits of becoming a chamber member,
come in,
come by and visit. Don't forget, you don't have to necessarily be a business in Roswell to be a member of the Roswell Chamber.
If you do business in Roswell, you should be a member of the chamber because you are doing something to help the community, and the chamber is helping the community. So if you do business, whether you reside here as your business or personally, you should be a member of the chamber.
And obviously the chamber kind of, adopts more of a territory of Chaves County than just Roswell.
Yes.
So obviously businesses and folks in Dexter, Hagerman, all of Chaves County, where the Roswell Chamber serves you too.
Absolutely.
So.
And like I said, if there's something we're not doing that you think we should, once again, contact us. Let us know, because I don't know what I should be doing if you don't tell me. And the opposite side of that coin works really well too. If I'm doing something really bad, come call me.
Sure.
I have parents, and I was 15 once. It's not going to hurt my feelings for somebody to tell me I'm not doing something correctly.
But yeah, absolutely. If that's, if questions, concerns, attaboys, all of it, take all of the above.
Absolutely. So come see us, 131 West 2nd. Saturday is the Alzheimer's.
Yes, 9 a.m. At First
Baptist.
Church. Yep. Come see Paul and RSVP. What's that?
So it's our 800 number, 1-800-272-3900, 1-800-272-3900.
Very good. And again, if you don't remember, reach out. And I'm sure if you look for Alzheimer's Association is it Roswell, Chaves County? There's a local.
There's the New Mexico chapter.
Okay.
But
shoot a message on that, and someone will get back to you.
And it's
about
all
that
over
too.
Facebook right now. The chamber has it
Yep.
up, so you'll be able to. If you have any questions, you should be able to find us.
Like and follow it there, and in between pics of your food, come and check those
That's
out.
Right.
Come on.
Or your political rant, put that out there. So
That's
very
right.
good. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. And yes, we look forward to talking about Alzheimer's Walk here in the fall, and hopefully, unless they solve it by now and then we won't
that would
need
be
you.
great. I would love it.
That
But
would be fantastic.
The speed at which these things work, I don't.
So we're gonna have to cancel. We solved.
Unless someone gets
solved
one of those like monkey paws or something, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. So, but we look forward to seeing you in the fall here.
All right. Thank you.
Good deal. Thank you, guys.
Now a look at your Pecos Valley News Update. I'm Jared Cirillo. Roswell police are seeking help in identifying a suspect seen in surveillance video robbing the Allsups near West McGaffey Street and Lee Avenue in Roswell. The heist took place May 10th, just after midnight. The suspect picked up a case of beer, took it to the counter, and then pulled a gun on the clerk when he was told that the beer could not be sold after midnight. If you know anything, call Roswell Police at 575-624-6770. The Roswell Finance Committee is meeting today to review the city's proposed budget for fiscal 2023. The full city council is scheduled to meet Monday for their annual budget workshop. And NFL veteran David Macklin will bring a 4-on-4 flag football event to Roswell Memorial Day weekend. The event will be at the Cielo Grande Recreation Area. The Glory Days 4-on-4 game is described as an up-tempo style of flag football. Macklin said he started Glory Days to teach young people the importance of competition, but also teaching life skills. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
It's time for the Chavez County Sports Report. Still looking at the State Track and Field Championship results for small schools from a week or so ago, almost a couple of weeks, but that's how busy things get at the spring sports finales. Juan Fuentes from Dexter was second overall in the long jump in the 3A Boys Championships, and Lance Miller from NMMI was second as well in the 1,600 meters. Third place finishes Christopher Vega, a junior from NMMI. He was third in the 110-meter hurdles. And Gavin Gallegos, his teammate from NMMI, also third in the javelin. Congratulations to the winning quartet from NMMI in the 1,600 medley relay. Yeah, they won it all. The state champions for NMMI in that sprint relay event. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. The House of Representatives approved legislation Thursday to crack down on alleged price gouging by oil companies and other energy producers as prices at the pump continue to soar. A bill backed by House Democrats would give President Biden authority to declare an energy emergency that would make it unlawful to increase gasoline and home energy fuel prices in an excessive manner. The Senate approved a bill Thursday aimed at easing the baby formula shortage for families participating in a government assistance program that accounts for about half of all formula purchased in the United States. The House passed the bill the day before, so it now goes to President Biden to be signed into law. Participants in a program get vouchers that are redeemed for specific foods to supplement their diets. The bill makes it possible in extenuating circumstances for the Department of Agriculture to waive certain requirements so that participants can purchase whatever brand is available. The Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
I believe that Jesus can bring about profound change in people's lives. I've watched new Christians have their lives completely altered because of the forgiveness that they've received from God through the blood of Jesus. Marriages have been restored, addictions have been controlled, friendships reunited, peace and contentment found through their new relationship with God. Does your life seem stuck in a rut of chaos? Can't find a relationship that works? A job that fulfills? Possession that truly satisfies? Maybe you need only what Jesus can bring, profound spiritual change. If your life needs this change, I hope you'll try to find it with us at Country Club Road.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Martine's Capital Cafe in Roswell offers authentic and highly rated New Mexico food. Explore their amazing menu featuring huevos rancheros or asado with eggs or their green chili stew. And you can't forget their award-winning green chili cheeseburger, all made from scratch using their finest and freshest ingredients. Open for carryout with curbside delivery or limited dine-in. Just call ahead 624-2111. Martine's Capital Cafe, always pleasing the most refined palate. Open Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. at 110 West 4th in Roswell.
Roswell is our home. That's why we've all got to do our part to stop illegal dumping. Throwing your trash, clutter, or yard debris in the alleys, sidewalks, or streets is a crime, and it takes time and money to clean it up. Those caught dumping illegally can face fines of up to $500. You can help by taking your waste to the landfill once a month for free with a paid water bill. Call the City of Roswell Solid Waste Department for more information at 575-624-6746. Help keep Roswell clean. After all, do you want your kids to grow up in a dump?
Your home for Coast to Coast AM in Roswell, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
And we're closing in on 8 o'clock. Stay tuned next hour. Bill Williams, county manager, scheduled to join us about 8:15 or so. Town Hall News coming up next, and we'll be back on the other side of news. You're listening to 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, or Roswell, New Mexico. We'll be back on the other side. Don't go away.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. A computer chip factory, one of President Biden's first stops after his arrival in South Korea today. The Samsung plant is similar to one the company is planning to build in the U.S.
Thanks for the incredible $17 billion investment that Samsung announced last May. Soon to the United States to have a facility like this one that manufactures the most advanced chips in the world in Tyler, Texas.
Mr. Biden will also travel to Japan during his 6-day overseas trip. The pain at the pump just keeps growing. Gas prices up again this morning. Regular now averages $4.59 a gallon, according to the AAA. Republican Senator Josh Hawley challenging Energy Secretary Granholm's claim that Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine is to blame.
With all due respect, Madam Secretary, that's utter nonsense. In January of 2021, the average gas price in my state was $2.07. 8 months later, long before Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine, that price was up over 30%, and it has been going up consistently since.
Hawley at a congressional hearing yesterday. A new AP NORC poll has President Biden's approval rating plunging to the lowest level of his presidency this month. Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp reportedly about to announce plans by Hyundai to build a $7 billion electric vehicle plant in the Savannah area. The announcement is expected later today. 2 people are dead, another 8 wounded following a shooting last night near a fast food restaurant in Chicago. The gunfire sent bystanders running for their lives. Happened near a McDonald's on the city's near north side, just a few blocks from the city's Magnificent Mile shopping district. Police say 1 person is in custody and they have recovered a weapon. Stocks higher on Wall Street. The Dow's up 191 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Are you ready to retire? Inflation is picking up, the markets are volatile, and the dream of a comfortable retirement is harder to attain than ever before. The stock market goes up and down is beyond your control, but you're at a point in your life where you can't afford to make big financial mistakes. I'm Al Labaroa, founder of Knight Strategic Wealth. Our investment strategy allows you to go up with the stock market, lock in your gains, and when the stock market goes down, your investment won't lose a dime. This works for your investments, savings at a brokerage firm, or even money at a bank. It's simple, it's safe, and that's why savvy investors work with us. Want to learn more? Text FREE to 833-898-0500, and we'll send our retirement readiness kit directly to your phone right now. If you want to help build a retirement portfolio that will go up with the market and literally never lose money, get our retirement readiness kit today and see how this strategy can help secure your future. Text FREE to 833-898-0500. Text FREE to 833-898-0500.
In the first trial of its kind, a court in Argentina has found the state guilty in the massacre of hundreds of indigenous people almost 100 years ago. They had been protesting harsh working conditions when they were gunned down.
The Com and McCoy communities had been living as semi-slaves on a reservation. The land they worked on had been settled by immigrant farmers from Europe. After the indigenous workers demanded better working conditions, Argentine police and settlers shot down as many as 500 people. Although a federal judge had previously ruled the mass killing a crime against humanity, no criminal trial had taken place because the defendants are long dead. But on Thursday, after a month of hearings, a guilty verdict was delivered, with the judge ordering historic reparations, such as including the massacre in the school's syllabus and continuing forensic efforts to find the victims' remains.
The BBC's Katie Watson. News and analysis at townhall.com. In sports, first-round leader of the PGA Championship is a former winner of the major event.
Rory McIlroy finally made a good start to a major championship, taking advantage of mild early conditions to fire a 5-under-65 to take a one-shot lead after the first round of the PGA Championship at Southern Hills. The Irishman leads by 1 from Will Zalatoris and Tom Hoagie, and by 2 from a group at 3 under that includes Justin Thomas. The world's top 3 ranked players all struggled in the windy afternoon conditions, with Scotty Scheffler in at 1 over, John Rahm at +3 and Colin Morikawa at 2 over. Tiger Woods also struggled with an opening 4 over 74 that included 7 bogeys and just 3 birdies. I'm Graham Agars.
The Census Bureau says around 1 in 20 residents in the red states of Arkansas and Tennessee were missed during the 2020 census, and it says 4 other U.S. states had significant undercounts of their populations. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The Travelician, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
Los Deuce.
Mornings with Mike Winters right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yes.
We made it.
Mm-hmm.
Good on us.
Limping across the finish line, everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some may have been sprinting, others of us limping, but we got there.
Yeah.
Regardless how you did, we did.
We did it, everybody.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
So, only thing that makes it sweeter this Friday is the fact that, as they do every Friday, the fine folks at McDonald's provide us with delicious breakfast treats. They sponsor our show.
Yes.
Their golden arches are awesome. Thank you. We do appreciate it.
Indeed.
I'm a happy camper on Fridays because of that. Not just because it is Friday, but it's like the piece de la resistance.
It's the cherry on top.
It is.
Sweet that Friday is Friday, but you also get to really enjoy yourself a little bit of McDonald's along with it.
Yeah, so you too can have that same pleasurable experience. Swing on by any of your McDonald's here in town. They got you covered.
That's right. Get yourself a big breakfast, some hot cakes, and sausage.
Yeah. Don't act like a hash brown wouldn't sound delicious right now.
Yeah. Look me dead in the eye and say that a fritter wouldn't make your Friday a little bit more festive.
I love their hash browns so much. I want to make a hash brown sandwich.
Dude.
And use the hash brown as the bread.
So you're talking about a hash brown double down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
I like it.
And I
piece of sausage in between. Yeah.
I might even.
I feel like you're gonna need a napkin or a pair of gloves because it is going to be a bit of a
little greasy
endeavor.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat it and then just slap a bunch of people on their backs afterwards.
I like it. Buddy, how you doing?
Hey,
good
pal.
To see ya. Looking good, champ.
No napkins needed. What's up, old friend? And I think I'd like to kitchen sink it.
Oh, yeah?
And
so all the meats?
Yeah, Canadian bacon, sausage, American bacon, whatever. Fish patty, I don't care. White egg, yellow egg, the whole kit and caboodle.
Or, just a suggestion here, up it a notch and make it a McTin35.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Refresh me.
The McTin35 is I believe it's a sausage McMuffin with a hamburger patty in the middle, I believe.
Okay.
Because you order it just at the right time.
Right at the 10:35.
At 10:30.
Yeah.
10:30. So you can order the breakfast at 10:30, and then you order the burger part at 10:35. You combine them, and you make yourself make 10:35.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like hash browns with all of the burger accoutrement betwixt the browns.
I'm down.
Dude.
I'm so down.
That's awesome. I like that.
I'm down.
I like that.
I ain't throw a chicken nugget in there.
I'll tell you where
What's
it started, because I was like, I wonder if you could work a fillet of fish in there.
Uh-huh. I could.
I mean, if you're going kitchen sink, you got to go kitchen sink.
And to be honest, I don't even know if what I can want to create is structurally.
It won't be.
Yeah.
At the point when you start working in McChickens.
Yeah.
And God forbid the premium chicken sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
Might have to swap out the hash browns for hotcakes.
At that point, yeah, exactly. At that point, you're fork and knifing it. See, that would be pretty doggone good, because then you're making basically a kitchen sink McGriddle.
Yeah. And no need for the napkins now. You're fork and knifing it.
Because here's how you do it. If you've got a hot cake, you've got more surface area to cover. So you could double stack your meats.
Yeah. I like it.
Now, do you go condiments on a hot cake bun?
You know what? This is where I would go weird.
Okay.
Yes. And my condiment of choice is...
Don't say it.
Grape jelly.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, I just don't know if it would work with all of the meats. I know it works
Grape
with
jelly
some.
works with meats. It works. Trust me. Pork, beef, chicken, don't matter. It works.
Sausage?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Think of it like dipping your sausage in maple syrup.
Okay.
It's the same concept.
Yeah, I guess.
It's just
it
a
would be.
different flavor palette.
Okay.
It works. Trust me.
You might have won me over on grape jam.
Egg and grape jelly are amazing pairing. I'm telling you, it works.
All right.
It works.
So there you go. Make yourself the ultimate McTin35.
As a boy that grew up on egg sandwiches with grape jelly on them, trust me, it works.
Now, I would say this is going to set you back a couple bucks because you got to buy all the ingredients, the accoutrement, but use that app.
Well, to quote the man who created Jurassic Park, money is no expense. Spare no expense.
Money's not an
Spare no expense on this. What? By the way, and this is where I'm a little behind the eight ball, there's a new Jurassic Park that's like the old Jurassic Park cast and the new Jurassic Park cast, right?
Yeah, I've heard everybody's doing that universes collide thing. Now, 'cause
Yeah,
it works
I keep
for
seeing
Marvel.
commercials for it, but I'm like,
You know how I found out about it?
Uh-huh.
A bottle of Dr. Pepper Zero.
Hey.
Yeah. I was like, wait. And here's what it was. I was gauging how old the bottle was. Like, because you can, if you go to like a gas station or whatever,
Sure.
and you pick up a bottle, so it could be from like 6 months ago.
It'd be like, yeah, supporter of the 19 Olympic team, yeah.
So I checked the movie promotion on the side to see when it comes out. And yeah, it's next month. So I think it's June 21st.
Okay. I keep seeing commercials for it. So I'm guessing that's our summer blockbuster. By
It's
the way.
Chris Pratt's summer paycheck.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, by the way, I saw commercials last night. Domino's is now the Stranger Things thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now I guess you can download their app and they've got I don't know if it predicts your order or something. There's some weird deal where you can like.
Now, because I have the Domino's app.
Yeah, it's something. I haven't messed with
Mine's
it, but I
not
see the commercial.
hard, though.
Well, it's something commercial, like it's like let them make your order. It's I don't know if it's some weird thing where it takes your orders and predicts what you want or something. I don't know, but it made it sound like that.
It's almost always exactly the same because my daughter likes pepperoni pizza, so we get a hand-tossed pepperoni pizza from it. Yeah, but I'm intrigued. I'm definitely going to want to check that out.
So Stranger Things is there. I saw commercials last night on TV for new Stranger Things, and it was Domino's because they like to partner with a company.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was Baskin Robbins last season.
They did the
wasn't it?
same thing with they did.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to be Domino's featured in the show.
I'm reckoning. I'm guessing. Yeah.
Doritos maybe too because I had a bag of Doritos that had
Some Stranger Things stuff
Stranger
on it.
Things.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
such and such.
they are big enough now where they can multi-sponsor.
It's exciting because that means we get to see what the logo looked like before, like in the 80s, because that was the really cool part was the Baskin Robbins that they worked in was it was actually their ice cream shop in the show, but New Coke actually re-released New Coke in conjunction with Stranger Things.
Oh.
Like actually put
I
it out
missed
on the
that
shelves.
whole thing.
I think I tried it once and it reminded me a lot of Pepsi, basically. It was just a lot sweeter.
Well, and here's the weird part now. since that world, I don't drink leaded Coke anymore. So I'm guessing, because right now classic Coke is gross to me because it's too syrupy. I imagine new Coke's would be 10 times worse for my adult palate.
It would kick you in the face with it.
Yeah, I would think so. And by the way, you know when they re-released Crystal Pepsi? Was it?
They do it every now and again. Sometimes
it does not taste. The Crystal Pepsi that they re-released does not taste like the one from the 80s, 90s, wherever.
Well, I would argue it doesn't taste like.
Not that the one from the 80s, 90s was any good. It doesn't taste the same.
I don't remember what the one from the 80s, 90s tasted like.
It has a weird, unique taste to it.
Just the 90s.
That I spot immediately, and I did not spot when I tried this one.
I remember it was.
It's an aftertaste.
It wasn't quite the same as the full the full flavor.
By the way, it does not taste like Pepsi. The Crystal Pepsi does not taste like regular Pepsi.
It does not.
No.
But they did do a diet Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah. And I have no idea what that tastes like. I never tried it.
Not totally sure. I did find out something interesting the other day, though. That Zima, we were getting totally off topic. Zima is actually still a huge product in Japan.
Really?
They love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
God bless them.
And what's funny is when Coors first launched Zima, they actually launched it targeting men. It was targeting the fellas that after a long hard day, you don't want to weigh yourself down with beer. Have yourself a nice Zima. But it worked better for the ladies. But over in Japan, the fellas have latched onto it, and it's really big amongst Japanese working class males.
Okay.
So they love them some Zima.
Well, Japan's got a different palate than
they
we do.
Really do.
I mean, they got seafood and vending machines.
You ever tried some shrimp chips?
Yeah. Or
it's weird.
They've got cucumber flavored ice cream. I mean, they got different palates than we do.
They do. They really do.
Some of it I'm down with. Some of it not so much. And I know I'm very narrow-minded when it comes to ice cream. If it ain't got chocolate in it, I ain't talking to you.
Right.
I'm sorry. It's just that's how I roll. So something like cucumber ice cream, I would rather go eat garbage than eat something like that.
I like to open my palate to different tastes like that because even if you look at the fruit flavors that are huge here in the United States, over in Japan, places like that, they are into totally different fruits. They like guavas. They like mochis.
You know what? It's weird is I'm very adventurous in the savory world. I am not so adventurous in the sweet world. I think that's what I'm learning about me. If you want to go savory, I'll try anything.
Sure.
But sweet, because I don't like fruits and things, I'm much more leery on trying sweet.
I would argue that's because you found your food comfort in the meat realm.
Probably.
I've kind of found mine in the sweet realm.
Okay.
I used to when I needed comfort or whatever, the world around me was crashing, I would go for sweet.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that when the world's crashing around you, you'd reach for a bag of beef jerky or something.
I would prefer,
or some pretzels or something.
I mean, as
savory.
much as I love chocolate,
sure.
I'll take meat. You give me a piece of bacon, I'm a happy dude.
Fair enough. And you know where you can get that bacon?
McDonald's. That's right. 3 locations
Full
in Roswell.
circle, everybody.
To serve you. I'm not sure if Bill's going to make it. I know they've got different schedules now, so he may not pop in today. We may replay an interview here in a minute, but I'll give him a few minutes. I know their schedule with legislative session stuff, the commission schedule's been off and different. They met, I think, on the 11th or 12th this month, and so he may not be in here today. We may have to get him on the schedule later, but we'll see. We'll give him a few minutes. If not, what do I want to play? Crystal Noble joined us yesterday. Maybe I can play that. I'll play that for you here in just a little bit from the Humane Society.
Nice.
Although I probably need to get that going sooner rather than later because it's like a 30-minute interview. So let's do this. It is, remind Tanner in case he's not listening. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go, I'm going to switch up the game plan on him here. So let's do this. It's 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Looks like we'll be getting a little break from the heat starting tomorrow and especially on Sunday with a cold front moving in from the north and east. It'll stay hot today, though. Our afternoon high in the upper 90s to around 100, breezy and sunny. We're in the upper 50s overnight, gusty wind and clear, and then it looks like we'll stay in the mid 80s with sunshine on Saturday. Sunday, sunny and about 80. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 77 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 17%. Winds currently out of the south at 8 miles per hour. We do have a red flag warning that's already in effect. That will remain in effect through 8 p.m. this evening. It's going to be another sunny and hot day. Highs right around 100. Winds will be up as well. Out of the southwest this morning, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Later today, they're going to increase 20 to 25, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. Clear skies for tonight with an overnight low of 57 degrees. Winds will remain breezy out of the southwest, 20 to 25, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. They will drop down after midnight, 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then, as Steve mentioned, cooler temps for the weekend, Saturday. Your Saturday is looking pretty nice, I think. Sunny, high of 84, north winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. They still have a fire weather watch scheduled for tomorrow between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. And I'm guessing, still dry. We didn't get much moisture, so that's still the fire recipe, even though the temps have dropped, does not lower those chances for fires and things. So still be careful. Sunday, we're looking at sunny skies, 74 for a high. Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday night, there is a 20% chance of showers, partly cloudy and 55. And then Monday, we're looking at a 20% chance of showers as well. Otherwise, mostly sunny and 87. All right, it is 8:20. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And like I said, we haven't seen Bill, so what we're going to do is we're going to play Crystal Noble with the Humane Society. Joined us yesterday, so we're going to play that for you here on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
When you think of home health care here in Roswell, what's the first thing that pops into your head? That's right, Frontier Medical. We've been doing it better than anyone else for over 20 years. From in-home nursing to physical therapy and so much more. Doctors and hospitals from Albuquerque to Lubbock and everywhere in between have been trusting their patients to us here at Frontier Medical. So when it's time to make a choice, remember Frontier Medical. 575-627-1112. Frontier Medical. To remember.
Sometimes when you hit the road hits back. That's why MTA Mechanics and Tire carries major brands like Bridgestone, Cooper, and Michelin. Not only do you get top brand tires, but you also get a nationwide warranty. So wherever you are, MTA Mechanics and Tire has you covered. Stop by or let MTA come to you with their MTA Mobile Tire Shop, covering Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia. They can come to your home, office, or even the airport, and alignment is included on all sets of 4 tires. MTA Mechanics and Tires, getting you back on the road.
You're invited. Car Affair 2022, presented by the Cars Club of Carlsbad. Saturday, June 4th at the beach in Carlsbad. Early registration is Friday with a cruise. Then Saturday, car registration starts at 8 a.m. and ends at 10:30. Enjoy music, food, car-related swap meet, 5K run, door prizes, and a special Tri-5 Chevys area. To register or for more information, visit carsclubofcarlsbad.com or Carlsbad Automotive Restoration Society on Facebook. Enjoy Carlsbad's biggest car show, Saturday, June 4th at the beach. Ad paid for by Carlsbad Lodgers Tax.
I believe that Jesus can bring about profound change in people's lives. I've watched new Christians have their lives completely altered because of the forgiveness that they've received from God through the blood of Jesus. Marriages have been restored, addictions have been controlled, friendships reunited, peace and contentment found through their new relationship with God. Does your life seem stuck in a rut of chaos? Can't find a relationship that works? A job that fulfills? Possession that truly satisfies? Maybe you need only what Jesus can bring, profound spiritual change. If your life needs this change, I hope you'll try to find it with us at Country Club Road.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
The Artesia 9/11 Memorial invites you to a charity softball game you don't want to miss. It's Guns and Hoses, Police versus Fire, Saturday, May 28th at 12 noon at Brainerd Park in Artesia, New Mexico. In addition to the softball action, enjoy hot dogs, Cracker Jacks, sarsaparilla, warm peanuts, and more. And there'll be a celebrity dunking booth. All proceeds benefit the Artesia 9/11 Memorial. Guns and Hoses, Charity Softball, Saturday, May 28th, 12 noon, Brainerd Park in Artesia. This invitation presented by H.F. Sinclair.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 1 in 3 snake bite victims is drunk. 1 in 5 is tattooed. Hold my beer and check this out. Here's Mike Winters.
After 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the Roswell Humane Society, Crystal Noble back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I am good. Not looking forward to the 100 and whatever it's going to be today.
Yeah, I imagine that. I imagine even the dogs and stuff get a little crankier when it's hot like that. You know what I mean? Like people certainly do. I imagine the pets probably get a little.
I'm not a perky person.
Less patient when it's hot out there too.
They do, and a lot of them, all they want to do is be in a cool area and lay down. They want to be left alone because their body temperature is naturally a lot higher than ours. So we're normally 97. Their internal body temperature is normally 100, 101, even some up to 102. So our fever is their normal. So. Yeah. When it's 90 degrees outside, to them it's like 110.
A lot of panting going on there. Yep. So just, of course, a reminder for pet owners out there: don't be leaving those pets outside without shelter, without water, without a means to cool off, because they will overheat, they will get sick, they will die. So please be good, responsible pet owners. If I know some people leave dogs out, things like that. Provide them places for shade. Keep constantly refreshing and changing their water. I know we used to talk about...
Get the 1 gallon milk jugs, fill it full of water, throw it in the freezer, and then set it in their water trough.
Yeah, and that'll...
Or water bowl.
And that'll keep their water cold and melt and give them cold water for a good hunk of time there. So... Yeah. And then try to put it in shade so it lasts a little longer than an hour.
And if you keep it in shade, you're less likely to have like algae and stuff build up in it.
Gotcha.
In direct sun, you're going to have, all the rays from the sun and the dirt that falls in there. And then that creates all the nastiness and then the saliva from the dogs when they drink water.
Yeah.
You build algae.
It's not like your sun tea if you make sun tea. Do people still do that?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do the sun tea?
I do.
That used to be very popular
I
like
did it
in the
not
90s.
so long ago, actually. My husband laughed because I came outside with the thing in the tea and I set it on the hood of the truck and he's like, oh, sun tea.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I think I ought to bring that back. We haven't done that. I mean, I was like popular in the 90s, but it kind of faded away here, and I don't see as many people doing sun tea.
It's because people don't have patience to wait for the sun tea.
Well, I should say you're supposed to not do it that day. Like, you got to know you want tea later.
Well, we were going, I don't know, I think I had to go to work, and he was going with me, so I set it up, set it on the hood of the truck, and then when we got back from work, it was ready.
Nice. Good deal. Yeah, maybe I'll think about doing that again. Maybe this weekend or something, sun tea. I haven't done that in 100 years.
Do it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that way you have it for Sunday.
There you go. Perfect. It'll be 70s. Good tea drinking weather.
Sound a little British over here. Would you like some tea?
Spot of tea, please. But
would you like a biscuit with it?
Yeah. Hey, Comic-Con's coming. The Galacticon and UFO Festival's coming up. They can start tea dueling again with the steampunks. Did you hear about this tea dueling? We've talked about it ad nauseum on this show because I'm kind of fascinated by the event, and it's just funny to watch because they get if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's what they do is they'll get a cup of tea, hot tea, British tea, and they'll take a biscuit, a cookie, and they dip the said biscuit in the tea, and then hold it over the teacup, and then they sit and stare at each other, and they talk, and they try to make the other laugh or to the point where the tea biscuit falls apart. And so the first person's tea biscuit to fall apart loses. So they stare at each other. They'll try to throw each other off their game, laugh, whatever it is. Try to get them to move around, giggle, do things to shake that thing loose because it's soaked, it gets wet, and then it starts to break down and fall apart. So
I'd probably be really good at that game.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a battle of wits as much as luck in some of it. So
I would just start screaming out profanities.
I'm sure each group has their own rules on what you can and can't do. But yeah, that's the premise. You could do that. Like if it's no hold bar tea dueling. Deathmatch tea dueling. But
I'd be like puppies, kittens.
Right. But yeah, so I'm just kind of fascinated by that. That being said, we were talking about pets and cool weather and all that. Yes. Obviously, for volunteers and stuff, maybe on maybe next week they could do a little walking outdoors with the pets, but probably not so much right now.
On the days that it's going to be like 100 or above 100 degrees, like by the time it's 9:30, 10 o'clock, it's already too hot out there for them. We do have some outside covered runs that, we have where the dogs can go outside and get exercise in. You can go out there and throw a ball for a dog for a little while, but, after about 11 o'clock, it's just...
Yeah, so volunteering to do stuff with the animals is going to be relegated to indoor stuff for the time being.
Right, until it's not 105.
Yeah. And obviously it'll go on a day by day. Like if Monday is a little more overcast and cooler, hey, let's take some dogs for walks, before it starts. But that's the reason why they don't, because and then this is good advice for you for your home pets as well. Don't take your dogs out for a walk. 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the sidewalk and all, that's a bad idea. It's bad for their paws and everything. So,
if you won't walk barefooted, don't make them.
Yeah, exactly. If it hurts you, it's going to hurt them. So wait till either the sun goes down or early in the morning or maybe keep to grass fields or parks or someplace where they won't hurt their feet. And obviously limit the time because, they're dogs. They're going to run around crazy and drop until they drop dead. And you got to be the adult and say, "Hey, you're overheated. Let's bring you in and get some water here."
Take a portable water bowl with like a cold bottle of water. And that way they have it. So that way, if they're running and playing and they want something to drink, they can easily go over there and get something.
Yeah, and then obviously, we shouldn't have to tell people this, but we do every year. Don't leave the dogs or your kids in the hot vehicles and all that stuff. I know I always feel like we shouldn't have to tell people this, but it happens every year.
Like we shouldn't have to put warning labels on Tide Pods.
Exactly.
We have to put warning labels on everything, including pets and children.
So please don't even, and I know a lot of people have been thinking, well, I'm just going into Allsups or Town and Country or Stripes or whatever for a minute, and then I'll be in and out. But that's all it takes sometimes.
Unless your car has auto start and you can start it from the remote with the air conditioner going and lock the doors, don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's and fortunately, technology, a lot of vehicles have that. But yeah, it's cracking the window is not enough, even for short periods of time. It's really not.
No, because it's too hot.
Yeah. It's like, you can sit in the oven for a few minutes. How many minutes do you willing to sit in the oven for? Let me answer that question,
And don't be like I sit in the sauna at the gym because that is not the same. You are willingly doing that.
Yeah. Well, not to mention, it's different animals. So please be smart, find those options, make, as this is part of being a pet owner, it's part of the responsibility. If you've got to plan for those logistics, Sure, traveling with pets can be great. A lot of people take their vacations, take their pets with them. Great. But plan accordingly, just like your kids. You know how you ever seen parents of newborn babies? You ever see them travel? I swear it looks like they're about to move. They got backpacks of things. They've got strollers. They've got, like, any time my brother was moving the kids when they were younger, it took an act of Congress. We had to take 2 vehicles to load up all the garbage and all the stuff that these kids need. Dogs and pets traveling can be a little bit like that,
because they need their food bowls, their water bowls, their food,
their pillow or bed or whatever
blankets,
it is. Yeah.
Or if they're kenneled, and they don't ride well without,
if they got to take medicines for motion sickness or anxiety or anything like that. And it's a whole thing. But a lot of people like to do it, and there's a lot of options. Just prepare it for accordingly. They're going to be traveling, carry extra water. Maybe like I've seen them all over online, the little collapsible bowls that you can fill with water.
They got them at Walmart. They got them at the Dollar Tree. Yeah. They got them at Petco. They're everywhere.
Yeah, there's really, as a matter of fact, I've seen some that are like combo toys / like you could make it a Frisbee and play catch with the dog. Oh, by the way, you can open it up and drink water out of it too. It's,
right.
Kind of stuff like that. So they got a lot of great gadgets out there, and some are pretty good. So utilize those, but be prepared. That's all I'm saying is if you're going to do that, if you're going to take your family vacations and all that, and you want to take the pets, just prepare accordingly. And by the way, if you're doing the road trips and stuff, please be aware that means you're going to have to go through drive-thrus or find restaurants that are pet friendly, because you can't go in and eat and have a nice meal while your dog's sitting out in the parking lot waiting for you to enjoy your meal. So plan accordingly and all that stuff. You might have to be eating a lot of parks or going through drive-through, or like I said, finding those restaurants, those mom and pop places. They're like, oh yeah, bring your dog and sit him in, and we'll give him water, and you'll find those. Make it an adventure, but you've got to plan for all of that when you have a pet.
You've got to confirm that they allow pets that are not just
hotels, lodging,
service pets.
Unless you got a travel trailer and stuff, you better prearrange so you got lodging that accepts your pets. If not, what are you going to do? Leave them in the car all night while you're in your motel room? That's not going to fly. So, yeah.
Somebody will call animal control on you.
Yeah, so just be prepared. How about pets for adoption right now? How are we looking there?
We're looking pretty stocked.
Good.
We've got a ton of cats.
Okay. I know you had some in quarantine, so are they all coming out now? And starting?
The last of the kittens are barely getting close to weight. So they're almost there, but not quite yet.
Okay.
You can look at them because they've had their shots. They're just not of weight yet.
Gotcha. So they're healthy, fine. They just got to grow a little bit.
They got to put on a little bit more weight.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then we've got some adult cats. We've got some young adult cats. Dogs. We always have plenty of dogs, obviously. We do have some smaller Chihuahua puppies.
Okay.
They are barely at the 2.4 pound mark.
So they're just of weight.
They are.
So how old are they? About 6 weeks?
No, they are about 14 weeks.
Okay, so they're really small.
They're really small.
Okay. Are they preemies or something, or?
No.
They just small breed it?
Chihuahuas typically are supposed to be small. They're not supposed to be, big, like what we see a lot around here.
Okay.
And a lot of them, they're more legs than anything. They're just legs that long and bodies that small.
Right.
So
not much weight to that.
No.
Skin and bones.
And they're puppies, so they're active, they're running, they're playing, so their metabolism is high.
They're burning whatever energy they're intaking, probably.
Right.
So yeah, but they'll get bigger and they'll. Yeah.
But we have 10.
Wow. Are they all the same litter?
There's 14 total. We believe it's 2 separate litters that were dumped together.
All right. So I was about to say, I was like, that's a big litter.
Yeah, but there's 10 of them that are big enough for adoption, and then there's 4 that aren't quite yet.
They're coming up yet. Okay. Very good. So if any Chihuahua lovers out there, they got a fine family of them right now that are looking for homes.
The majority of them are girls. I think there's 4, 5 boys.
Just gee whiz, I'm guessing females are easier to adopt than males.
They really are.
Yeah, most people, because of the marking thing and all that, females have less of that. I'm not saying they don't, but they do have less of that.
Female dogs will mark just as quick as a boy dog. If you have a dominant female, she will scoot her butt up to something and pick that back leg up and hike.
But here's the thing.
Training,
and also all pets must be spayed or neutered when they leave, and that curtails much of that for, I've never had a female dog, particularly after they've been spayed, which has been 90% on, do any of that kind of stuff. To be honest though, I've never had males in my growing up as kids, females, cats, dogs, doesn't matter. I've always had females in my home just growing up. So I don't have a lot of experience with males, but
I have experience with males and females.
Yeah.
And my little boys squat like a little girl, and all of my little females hike like a little boy, even after getting fixed. So
they missed the class.
Yeah, they did. It's funny. My female dog had to teach my boy dog how to hike his leg. He's like, "Oh, is that what we're supposed to do?" And I'm like, "As long as you do it outside, I don't care."
Right. As long as you do it outside and it gets out and doesn't come back in here, I don't care how it gets out. So, but good. So as far as the cats, dogs, we got a great selection here. As far as I know you said you got a lot of Chihuahuas, but is there still quite a few big breed dogs too for folks that like larger breeds?
There's a lot of big breeds. We still have the Bulldog pups, the American Bulldog pups. They are, I want to say, 7 to 8 months old now.
Okay.
And they're not very big. They're not, like your actual American Bulldog where they're the bigger. These guys are about that tall. They look like a boxer with no legs.
Okay. So, if you like the boxers, but maybe a slightly smaller version, this would be perfect for you.
And they're all females. There's 5 left out of the litter.
And didn't you say that these don't have some of the pushed-in nose? So
yeah, these guys, they don't have the.
So they shouldn't have some of the issues that
face.
boxers.
They have the shorter snout, but it's not pushed in.
Gotcha. So they should probably have less of those issues.
Mhm.
I'm not saying they won't fully not have them, but as compared to boxers where you're constantly having to, irrigate or clear, doing the stuff to make sure they're healthy, you'll have less of those worries with these dogs.
Right, and just like when you're talking earlier about dogs heat stroking, short-snouted dogs with a elongated palate will heat stroke faster than, say, your German Shepherd.
Okay.
So your boxers, your pugs, your bulldogs, anything that's got a short or pushed up snout is going to heat stroke faster than something with a long and...
Okay. And I'm guessing it has something to do with the panting because humans sweat. Dogs pant. That's their version of it. So I'm guessing because there's not a lot of air to pass through there because there's not a lot of thing. Maybe it has something to do with that, I'm guessing.
Their palate it's not a full palate.
Okay.
So the easiest way to describe it is, so you have your dog, normal palate that goes like this.
Okay.
And then this is the back of their throat.
Okay.
So they're breathing out normally. A dog with a pushed up face, the palate is still the same, but it goes down the throat. So they're breathing, and then it's got to come back up and out.
So less of it's kind of exposed to light, so to speak.
Right.
Because of whereas a dog with a longer, when they're panting, it's actually it's light.
Right,
There's it's forcing more air
in
in and down there.
and out.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
So it's kind of like putting a bag over your head and breathing.
Gotcha. Makes sense to me. So another thing to be mindful of, Again, a lot of those kiddie pools, just get those out there. The kids play.
My dogs love them.
Yeah.
My dogs think they're like a sauna. They hop in them, they prop one leg up, and they chill. So
if I get away with it, I'd probably do it too,
I need something a little bit bigger than a kiddie pool, though.
Yeah, I got a little more girth.
I want water like all around, not just, an inch.
Yeah, you don't want all to displace out because I got into the pool.
Yeah. But we do have, we still have Sunflower, which is a pit bull mix.
Okay.
And she's super sweet, super friendly, loves to go on walks. She walks great on a leash and a harness. She's just happy to see anybody and everybody. And she's not like huge. She's more stocky. She's probably 50 pounds.
Okay. So if you're looking for a little bit bigger dog there, looking for a good... Although Pit, that's not that big.
No.
That's actually pretty...
That's why I said she's not tall. She's short, but she's...
But if you want a medium to larger size dog that's really friendly and sounds like really good family dog, actually.
She loves everything.
Yeah.
She's just like, hi. Oh, attention. Hi.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be one of those dogs that's just loyal to the family and it's going to be a great dog. That just, you know what I mean? You do your family things, there's the dog right there, part of it, and contributing, Oh, turn on the sprinkler and the dog's out there having fun with y'all. That's kind of, I could picture that as one of those type dogs. So, very cool.
You're trying to run down the slip and slide and she's trying to pull your pants. No, that's right? A no-no.
Yeah, probably like a kid wrangler / one of those type of dogs,
Not going to break your leg on my watch today.
Very cool. So if you're looking for a good family dog, that might be your answer there. And of course, like you said earlier, lots of cats. Most are out of quarantine. There's still a few here. So if you're looking for kittens.
We do have the kittens in the same room because they are, fully vaccinated.
Okay.
They're just not up to weight yet.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, there's nothing wrong with them other than they just got to get a little bigger.
They don't weigh quite enough to have surgery.
Yeah. So, do you got any adult cats too? Because I know from older folks.
We do.
And to be honest, those are the harder ones to adopt. The older cats. Most people want kittens or puppies.
The oldest one right now we have is Loki, and I think he's 3.
Okay.
And
which is still pretty young.
Russian blue.
Okay. So lots of wonderful years left with this cat, but it is an adult cat. And 3 years old, still kind of a young mentality. So it's probably got a little bit of kittenitis in there at 3 years old.
3 is like probably, I don't know, maybe a 4-year-old in adult years.
Yeah. So they're going to be running around wanting to play and wanting to have fun. But they're old enough to stop and chill for a while.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
Yeah,
the kid just does it until they pass out, literally.
He's not full of the climbing your kittens or climbing your curtains mode. He's like I'm just going to scratch on them and then go lay down.
Gotcha. Yeah, just a little nosh and then I'm down.
Yeah. But he's funny. His name is Loki.
Okay.
And I told him, I was like, you do not act like Loki from the character Thor.
Yeah,
I said, that's a no-no.
Oh,
He's all,
woo, me?
he's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this, cats have personalities. I don't care what anybody says.
They do.
They got I would even argue more so than dogs sometimes. The way they display it and show it. I mean, dogs, they got that blind loyalty and are expressive, but cats are different about there. They just like I have conversations with my cats and I'm not even really sure what we're talking about, but it's, you know what I'm saying? They'll talk back to me and or trying to get me to get my attention, or I
talk to my dogs, you know, only one of them responds back.
Yeah.
The other one's like,
no, the cats do. I got both of them doing it now. Like, meow, what are you doing, Hannah? Meow. What's up? Meow. You want to go? Meow. You know, just kind of just every time and then like I can't cook without that one crawling up my legs and doing everything else too, and starts yelling at me because I'm like, I'm trying to cook here. I can't pet you right now. And she's meow. But yeah, that's the fun with cats. Yeah, they really are great if you invest time with them, just like anything else.
And cats, you know, they're similar to dogs, but then they're not similar as to where, you know, like cats, you have to earn their affection, as to where a dog is like, hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
You petted me. I'm your friend.
I love you.
Yeah. Yeah. Cats, you gotta woo them.
You gotta show them the catnip and the tuna.
They're creatures of habit. You establish the habit and you start establishing routines and you start acting a certain way towards them. They respond to that, and over time, they're going to be your best friend. But it takes them a while to learn those patterns and learn that. And once they do, they
occasionally will throw a curveball in there and try to teach you one of their patterns.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, they're like both of my cats do it. They know better, but they like to push envelopes once in a while. Like they know they're not supposed to be there, but they don't care. They will do it, and they will. You're not going to do anything but yell at me. That's worth the consequence. You know what I mean?
They're like,
Yeah. So occasionally I catch one going to, if there's a dirty dish in the sink, trying to lick the water out of it. I'm like, stop! Get down. You know you're not supposed to be up there. And they don't come up there 90% of the time, just once in a while.
They're like, oh.
They go up there and do it, you know.
They want that extra attention.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think they just want to create something happening because they're bored. They know they don't even want the water in the dish in the sink. They just want to cause a fracas here, you know, just cause something going on. Let's talk thrift store real quick. How are we doing there?
So, this Friday, tomorrow, they're going to have all of the shoes, men's, women's, children's, half off.
Oh, cool. So save a little money there.
And then Saturday, they're going to have all clothing, hanging, baskets, whatever, half off.
Okay.
They do have a lot of paintings right now. Some of them have the authenticity form on the back.
Certificate of authenticity.
Yeah, I cannot say that word. From the artist. I'm not sure who the artist is because I didn't pay that close attention.
Gotcha.
I just thought.
But it's legit.
It is, and they're all oil paintings.
Nice.
There are a couple that are
so they're probably very valuable.
That are framed, and they've got a lot of them. It came from one specific artist.
Okay.
So they've got a lot of the paintings.
So you probably get them a lot cheaper than if you would have bought them, say, at other places.
Right.
Yeah.
She does have a lot of nice dresses that are like business style dresses.
Okay.
And even like casual going out to eat, but they're all brand new. They still have tags on them.
So nice work / slightly semi-formal party wear.
Yeah. They do have a ton of clothes. They've got summer clothes. They've got swimsuits out.
Okay.
If you're looking for smocks for like nursing or CNA school, they've got you covered. They've got an entire rack, I think, full of just smocks.
So come save a bunch of money, get this stuff here. And again, every time you buy in there or donate, for that matter, all the money that's raised out of that thrift store goes back to helping the pets, whether it's paying for vet bills or paying the light bill or buying the kitty litter or whatever it is. That's what that money's used for. So great way to support. You get like scrubs and all that stuff. I know that
they're
people that need
cheap.
them, they're not cheap, and you go. So come get them because I know you probably. I don't know I'm guessing on average, those healthcare people go through those pretty quick because they live in them and they're on their feet, running around, busy all day. I imagine scrubs don't last very long. I just imagine they get beat up and you have to replace them pretty often. So go to the thrift store at the pet.
A lot of people donate,
Society.
the solid color ones.
Yeah.
They donate the ones that have like the cute little cartoons on them or hearts and flowers and shapes. They get a lot of them. So if you have like a theme, like a cartoon theme, they always have a lot of them.
Yeah. So come on by. Same with the shoes and everything else. And I say this every time, but if you're like just moving out, getting out on your own here, whether you're a married couple or college or whatever it is, and you're needing like a coffee pot or a microwave or pots and pans or any of those things to kind of, you need to get when you're on your own for the first time.
You need like plates and dishes.
Yeah, you can.
They got a lot of them.
Buying that stuff brand new, you're dropping thousands of dollars doing that. You could go into the thrift store here, get all of that, and what you would have paid, say $1,000 for, you probably would have got for like $100. You know what I mean, or $200. It's that worth your time. So please come do it. And then again, that you just paid $200, but that $200 will definitely, that's quite a bit of litter they can buy, or that'll pay for a vet bill, or that'll keep the lights on for another month. That's kind of what it does. So
we don't get the discounts on, the helping with the light bill.
Yeah.
So because we are a business, we get charged the business rate. So unfortunately, we can't ask for the government help for, hey, we can't pay our light bill this month.
Yeah.
We don't qualify for that. So
yeah, so it helps out for all of that. So, and then conversely, if you'd like to donate items, call ahead. Especially if it's big items, call ahead to make sure there's space, or even if you need help bringing it there, arrangements can be made with all that. But just call ahead to the Humane Society and make those arrangements. But if you've got like bedding, furniture, clothing, as long as it's good, serviceable stuff, all of that is definitely stuff that they would like to have and keep it. Holiday decor and stuff. That stuff sells really well. So if you bought a new Christmas tree or tired of keeping the Christmas tree in storage every year, donate it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they have an entire area for Christmas stuff. So when they do the Christmas for the pets, I don't know, they might do one in July because they've got a lot of Christmas stuff. So we might go back to doing it 2 times a year.
I like it. I think people will too. Yeah.
So
if there's enough stuff there to do that, then yeah, let's do it. So
what would make it even better is if we could make it snow in July. So when we did like the Christmas in July and it snowed, that'd be awesome.
Well, if you can pull that one off, I'd be impressed.
I gotta borrow somebody's snowmaker, but I think they're using it to fight fires right now. So I saw that on KRQE yesterday.
I never thought about that.
They're using one of the snowmakers to fight the fire up in Vegas and Santa Rosa area.
Hey, if it works, it shoots out water. Why not? That's a great idea. I don't know how effective it is, but it sounds smart to me. Sounds pretty good to me. Yeah.
It's not like it's a flamethrower.
Right, it's not going to add to the problems. I can see. It's certainly going to help. So nice. Who knows? Might save the ski lodges up there if they're, if that's what they've got to help fight the fires with the. Of course, they do the aircraft.
Angel Fire and all of that's on fire too, is it not?
Yeah, I think so. Of course, they just cover it with snow and go skiing again. I guess I don't know how that works. I don't know.
So instead of a landslide or what's it called, an avalanche for the snows, they're gonna have an avalanche of soot.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. It needs something to keep the snow sticking to the hill so it won't slide down. Trees. But getting back to the Humane Society here. One more thing I want to tell folks about is membership, too. That's the other way to be a supporter and a part of the Humane Society is becoming a member, which anybody and anything can become a member, right?
Rocks, fish, birds.
Grandma, grandpa, kids, pets. You name it, all can be a part of the Humane Society.
If you got a pet frog, your pet frog can be considered a member because it is a pet.
Absolutely. And, of course, you get newsletters. You invited to the annual meetings and things for all that. But really, your support helps your membership helps, again, pay to keep the lights on, to pay for vet bills and things like that. But and then you get to stay informed with the updated newsletter and stuff. And then, of course, if you want to get more involved and volunteer and all that, lots of great opportunities there. I know you guys were looking for some hiring. Has that been filled, or do you still have some openings there?
It has been filled.
Okay.
There is another position that when we're able to get set back up to doing the stuff out at Petco,
okay.
I will be looking for a part-time at that point. But right now
That's on hold at the moment.
Yeah.
Very good. But hopefully that'll be happening soon, sooner rather than later here as the world starts opening up again and things. Although they keep teasing like they want to lock things down again. I keep hearing a lot of stuff in the news about surging in cities and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. Just me knocking on wood. Hopefully it changes.
Huzzah.
Give out the phone numbers to the Humane Society and to the thrift store.
For the kennels, it's 622-8950.
Okay.
For the thrift store, it is 623-9210.
Very good. And, of course, they're all right there on East McGaffey. The thrift store is right next door to the shelter, which all of that's right next door to animal control. So if you walk into the Humane Society and for whatever reason none of those pets seem to speak to you, please walk right next door to animal control and see what pets they have, looking for a good home, because you're rescuing a pet regardless of which building you take it out of. And so we really want you to do that. And that's what we're all about, is rescuing these pets, finding them good homes. And doesn't matter if you go to the animal control or Humane Society, you're helping pets and rescuing.
You're saving a life regardless if it's from our shelter or theirs.
Yeah.
It's still.
And the Humane Society works all the time. So if you free a kennel in the Humane Society, they're going to go pull one off out of the animal control and vice versa. So it's kind of, well, not vice versa, but because they're a no-kill. But let's think of the Humane Society. They go to a home or they stay there. That's what happens.
Yes.
So.
Yes. But, and like we always encourage people to look at animal control. If they come through and like we don't have something that's, caught their interest or isn't the right size, we always encourage them to go to animal control to look, because they pick up dogs as to where we don't necessarily have the jurisdiction to go out and pick up animals.
Sure. Yours are either surrendered to you or they come to you, basically.
Right.
Is whether it's on their own or with an owner.
Yeah. But, and there are the rare occasions where they just wander up to the front door.
I would imagine you get a dog or a cat that just shows up in the neighborhood there. It's like, well, come on in.
Hey,
yeah.
Can I come in?
I hear there's food. Yeah, they probably get the word on the street is y'all got food.
We heard somebody in there shares coffee and turnovers.
There you go.
Let us in.
We want some of that.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all got some of the samples? Very cool. So, but as always, appreciate the visit here, folks. Come support the Humane Society, whether it's through adopting, through supporting the thrift store, becoming a member, or all of the above. We appreciate all of you doing that. So, very good. We'll see you in a couple weeks, I guess.
Yes, sir.
All right. Don't work too hard. Stay cool.
Oh, it's going to be hot. How can you not?
Yeah. Although Sunday, we'll all just be basking and thinking of how great Sunday's going to be. 75. Be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. All right. It is.
Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. The House of Representatives approved legislation Thursday to crack down on alleged price gouging by oil companies and other energy producers as prices at the pump continue to soar. A bill backed by House Democrats would give President Biden authority to declare an energy emergency that would make it unlawful to increase gasoline and home energy fuel prices in an excessive manner. The Senate approved a bill Thursday aimed at easing the baby formula shortage for families participating in a government assistance program that accounts for about half of all formula purchased in the United States. The House passed the bill the day before, so it now goes to President Biden to be signed into law. Participants in a program get vouchers that are redeemed for specific foods to supplement their diets. The bill makes it possible in extenuating circumstances for the Department of Agriculture to waive certain requirements so that participants can purchase whatever brand is available. The Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
From the mountains to the lakes and even the beaches, America is calling, and the best way for your family to see it is in an updated vehicle from your friends at the Tailgate Nation. Roswell Ford has southeastern New Mexico's largest inventory of really nice pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. These are vehicles you can count on to carry your family safely and comfortably from sea to shining sea. All have survived a rigorous 139-point inspection, and Roswell Ford gives you a 3-day money-back guarantee. So if you find something you don't like, you can just bring it back. Roswell Ford is always looking for gently used cars and trucks. If you have one you want to sell, we'll make you a cash offer on the spot, and we'll give you a week to think about it. So get your motor running and head on out to the highway. Vacation season is here, and your friends at the Tailgate Nation have the vehicle you need to see the sights and do it right. Your new vacation vehicle is waiting for you now at Roswell Ford at the corner of 9th and Main.
Carlsbad Main Street in the city of Carlsbad invite you to join us June 10th and 11th for Cavern Fest 2022. Cavern Fest kicks off Friday, June 10th at 6 o'clock with food trucks, vendors, and music headlined by Curtis Grimes. Saturday, June 11th starts at noon with music, vendors, and activities all day, capped off with Holly Tucker and headliner the Randy Rogers Band. Cavern Fest is free thanks to our sponsors, A.R. Foreman Construction, Carlsbad Chevrolet, XTO, and many more.
Your home for Kim Commando in Roswell. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
And we're good. Good morning. We're closing in on 9 o'clock. Stay tuned next hour. We'll have folks in the Roswell Public Library join us, give us an update on what's happening out there. Town Hall News coming up next, and we'll be back on the other side of news. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, or Roswell, New Mexico.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. After opening solidly higher this morning, Wall Street has been struggling to hold on to the gains. The key averages have now fallen into the red. Something else that's fallen? President Biden's job approval numbers. We have a new poll just in.
President Biden's approval rating is at 39%, the lowest point of his presidency, according to a poll by the Associated Press and the Nork Center for Public Research. Only 2 out of 10 American adults say the U.S. is headed in the right direction. That's down 10% from a month ago, with disappointed Democrats leading the drop. The findings reflect widespread exasperation in a country facing higher gas prices and interest rates, overall inflation, a shortage of baby formula, gun violence, and a persistent pandemic. Jennifer King, Washington.
And leaving all of those troubles behind, the president has traveled to South Korea. He arrived earlier today, taking a tour of a Samsung semiconductor plant.
These little chips, only a few nanometers thick, are the key to propelling us into the next era of humanity's technological development.
The factory Mr. Biden visited is a model for a plant that Samsung plans to build in Tyler, Texas. After South Korea, Mr. Biden travels to Japan. The FDA says a baby formula factory, it's been offline for a while now, aggravating the critical shortage, could soon be back in business.
The closure of the Michigan plant is tied to the nationwide shortage of infant formula, and the FDA's commissioner says it could reopen within the next week to 2 weeks. After production resumes, the manufacturer says it could take 2 months before new formula begins arriving in stores. The announcement comes after President Biden invoked the Defense Production Act to boost supply. Greg Clugston, the White House.
Watching Wall Street, the Dow is down 182 points. The S&P is off 18. The NASDAQ, 60 points in the red. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Don't miss 2,000 Mules, the new movie from Dinesh D'Souza.
What you're about to see is disturbing.
The truth behind the 2020 election conspiracy.
This mule went across 6 counties to 27 different drop boxes. In no way is that legal.
See the evidence for yourself.
No one has more data than we do.
What you showed is frightening.
This is organized crime.
2,000 Mules. Watch it or buy it today at salemnow.com. That's salemnow.com. Sponsored by Salem Media Group.
The word is out. People are abandoning their overpriced wireless carriers and flocking to Pure Talk for the same 5G coverage, but at a fraction of the price. In fact, the average family saves over $800 a year when switching from Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. Get unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data for just $30 a month. Go to puretalk.com, then enter promo code HALF, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. That's puretalk.com, promo code HALF.
House Speaker Pelosi warns that Congress will not support a free trade deal with the UK if Britain scraps post-Brexit trade arrangements with Northern Ireland.
These are very stern comments from Nancy Pelosi, warning Britain that any amendment could jeopardize the hopes of a UK-US free trade agreement. And such a deal, of course, has been an economic goal of the Boris Johnson administration. But Nancy Pelosi makes clear that the Northern Ireland Protocol is one of the cornerstones of the Good Friday Accords, which are, in turn, the bedrocks, as she put it, of peace in Northern Ireland and a beacon of hope for the entire world.
The BBC's David Willis. Australians to the polls tomorrow following a 6-week election campaign. It's focused on, among other things, concerns about Chinese military aggression. Townhall.com. Well, perhaps you didn't see the movie, but you probably remember the music.
The Greek electronic composer who wrote the unforgettable Academy Award-winning score for Chariots of Fire and music for dozens of other movies, documentaries, and TV series has died. The composer, known as Vangelis, was 79. Vangelis started playing the piano at age 4, although he claimed he never learned to read notes. His big breakthrough came with the score for Chariots of Fire, a 1981 film that told the story of 2 British runners in the 1924 Olympics. Vangelis' score received one of the 4 Academy Awards the film won, including Best Picture. Keith Peters reporting.
A judge says a driver who used a Tesla on autopilot must stand trial for a crash near Los Angeles that killed 2 people. The judge ruled that there is enough evidence to try the 27-year-old man, who pleaded not guilty to manslaughter. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Trace in the air notes.
Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Friday.
Yes.
We made it. We're here. It's Friday.
Yes, right. I just got an interesting text. Apparently, you can order more free COVID tests now online.
Wow.
So if you, your stock at home had been running out or whatever,
okay,
you want to have the at-home COVID test, you can order more online. Just go to covidtests.com and you can request more.
Okay. So there you go. Good tip. Oh, by the way, speaking of other things, I know for folks that are interested, I caught the commercial the other day. KOAT, Channel 7. Tonight at, I believe, 7 p.m., they're going to be doing the gubernatorial debate for the 5 Republican candidates running for governor. They're having a debate tonight on KOAT at, I believe, 7 p.m. tonight. So check local listings, but I believe that's what it is, 7 o'clock. And
get informed before you get to the poll.
Yeah, use all these things to educate yourself. Free vote in the primary here. So just wanted to throw that out there too. But happy Friday. Thanks to McDonald's for making our Fridays even more awesome by providing us with delicious breakfast treats, as they do each and every Friday. And we are very thankful for that. So
yes, we are.
Big thanks to them. And of course, you too can experience that awesomeness. Download the McDonald's app give a little dance and start your rewards program where you start earning your points towards free meals and food and all kinds of stuff.
That app is a game changer.
Yeah, and then, of course, you can utilize it to order through drive-through, through make delivery, the whole nine. They do it all there.
I would argue that of the apps that I have, theirs is probably the most streamlined, user-friendly, and just outright best app that I've seen for food service. I mean, because the points accrue really quickly. The deals are clear right there. It's obvious. You don't have to go digging around for it. It's really well set up. And
they do a good job of refreshing deals and things. So you really, like, every time you go look in the deals or things, there's truly new deals there. It's not the same three every time. It's new stuff. It's a couple the ones that are more popular, they keep around a little longer and stuff. So they really do a good job of servicing customers through that app.
And the other thing is, and a lot of apps don't do this, and this makes a difference, McDonald's lets you pay in cash through the app.
Nice.
You can order through the app, go through the drive-through, pay in cash or debit or whatever. If you don't want to use
or prepay, you can
pay
do
through the app. You can pay cash. So a lot of the apps that I've looked at, they don't have the option to pay in cash. Like if my card has an error or something,
sure,
and I can't process the order, I'm like, well, I guess I'm having something else then.
Yeah. Well, I do like it's nice they have that convenience, but I'm one that loves the fact that I can just prepay and I roll through the thing.
Absolutely, yeah. It's
order
convenient.
for Mike. All right, and then I go through the first pay window like. You're a mobile order. Keep on cruising. So I do, and I go to the other window. It's like, here you go, Mike. And I'm like, thanks. And then we're out the door.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. But that's me, So, but you do you with the app. That's the cool part about it. It's really, however you like to do it, it really works well with how you want to do it.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's pretty good stuff. So big thank you to McDonald's. Swing on by. And I ain't going to lie, I'm still on double fillet of fish kick.
Yeah.
Like every time I've gone to the McDonald's, and I
the
usually
Lenten
go.
season is over, sir. You can have beef.
I know. I'm in a thing. I want them. I want them, and
I get
it. And then I've been.
I
still
loves me a fillet.
Yeah. So and I double fillet. So
I think that is going to be the move next time I get a fillet is double it up, because I always order 2 fillets of fish, and I only ever want one by the end of it. So I figure it's not the meat, it's all the bun, an extra bun. I love me a good steamed, fillet of fish bun. That's a pro tip, by the way. If you order any sandwich off the menu, you ask them to make it with a fillet of fish bun, they will.
Nice.
And that's a steamed bun. It makes it's nice.
I think to try maybe like a Big Mac that way or something.
You're losing out on the
pounder.
sesame seeds.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean,
I don't know if they can do a Big Mac, because I think Big Mac buns are special with the middle bun.
But with a quarter pounder, you could pull it off.
You ever seen what they do? They take the bun out, right, and they drop it in this thing at the top, and it falls through the thing and it toasts, like while it separates and toasts while they as it drops through the machine.
Oh, cool!
It's a really cool little device at the beginning of the process.
Yeah, I know they got a lot of science involved in a lot of their stuff, so it's pretty cool. So anyway, go eat McDonald's.
Yes,
it'll make you happy. Let me give you the rundown for this hour of the show. We'll get you up to date with the weather here in just a bit. Then around 9:15 or so, we'll have the folks from the Roswell Public Library join us, give us an update on what's happening out at the library. I think Tracy's here with us, and so we'll chit-chat with her. Later on this hour, we'll get you up to date with news of the local variety, along with your Sean Hannity update, Town Hall, Wall Street Business update, and whatever else we can come up with for this hour of the show. Hey, I do want to put this on your calendar. Leadership Roswell Alumni Association is having their 2022 Community Leader Awards Banquet, and it's going to be happening Thursday, June 23rd, and it's going to be at the VMV Hall at New Mexico Military Institute. Cost is $30 per person, or you can get a table that seats 8 for $225. We're going to be honoring the 2022 community leaders, Kay and Dale Rogers. They're the Lifetime Achievement Award winners. Jason Perry, Outstanding Leader Award. Tina Cisneros, the Commitment to Youth Award. And Margaret Kinnard, Leadership Roswell Alumni Award winner. So we're going to honor and recognize these individuals at the event. Also going to use it to honor some of the past years, because they haven't had an actual banquet in a couple years because of COVID. So the honorees from the last 2 years really didn't get the meal. And so we're going to kind of honor those last 2 years as well as part of this. And of course, our youth leadership for the Teen Leadership Program. We're honoring those as well, too. But the big celebration will take place Thursday, June 23rd, 6:30 p.m. At the New Mexico Military Institute. Call 575-626-2640 or email condor@dfn.com to reserve your space at the event. All right, it is 9:13. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Looks like we'll be getting a little break from the heat starting tomorrow and especially on Sunday with a cold front moving in from the north and east. It'll stay hot today, though. Our afternoon high in the upper 90s to around 100, breezy and sunny. We're in the upper 50s overnight, gusty wind and clear, and then it looks like we'll stay in the mid-80s with sunshine on Saturday. Sunday, sunny and about 80. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. And currently, did I refresh? I don't think I did. Let me do that. Right, quick. Although the website was being a little ornery this morning. Currently 82 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity at 9%. That's why we're still in a red flag warning today, because that humidity is muy low. Winds currently out of the southwest at 8 miles per hour. Red flag warning remains in effect today through 8 p.m. this evening. We'll also have a fire weather watch tomorrow from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'll get you more info on that here in a second. But for today, it's going to be a hot one. Sunny, hot, 100 for a high. Winds will be breezy out of the southwest today, 15 to 20. That's this morning. Later today, those winds will increase 20 to 25, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour this afternoon. Tonight, skies will be clear with an overnight low of 57. Winds will remain breezy out of the southwest, 20 to 25, gusting as high as 35 miles per hour. They'll drop down 10 to 15 after midnight tonight. And then your weekend's going to be much cooler. Sunny, 84 for a high tomorrow. North winds 5 to 15. Sunday, we're looking at sunny, a high of 74 with northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then Sunday night and Monday, we got rain chances, a 20% chance of rain Sunday night. And then Monday, we're looking at a 20% chance of rain with a high of 87 and a 20% chance of rain Monday night as well. So we'll see how all that shapes up. All right, it is 15 minutes after 9 o'clock. We're going to take about a 4-minute break here, pay some bills, and then we're going to talk Roswell Public Library on the other side here. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
This is Luis Sanchez, your Republican candidate for Congress in New Mexico's 1st District. I grew up in Albuquerque in a small little trailer in the South Valley and was the first person in my family to go to college and live the American dream. I've worked in the medical field for 28 years and am one of the owners of Caliber's indoor shooting ranges. I'm running for Congress because I see that American dream slipping away from the next generation. Socialists like Melanie Stansbury and AOC have inflation out of control in this country, and we have the highest unemployment rate in the nation. And those radical socialists won't stop until our country is ruined. In Congress, I'll uphold our conservative values, fight for all of our freedoms, just like I did when the governor tried to shut down New Mexico's small businesses. I am asking for your vote early or on June 7th. I'll work hard to protect your constitutional rights, secure our elections, and fight for real immigration reform to secure our borders. It's time to take our state and country back. I'm Luis Sanchez, and I approve this message. Paid for by Sanchez for New Mexico.
So what am I doing with my tax refund? I'm giving my home a makeover with new furniture from Glenn's. A new living room, dining room, and bedroom. Even a curio cabinet for my elephant collection. Glenn's has beautiful, high-quality furniture that I'll be proud of for years. And Glenn's will deliver it for free. So my tax refund and I are headed for Glenn's. And my home is going to be fresh, bright, and beautiful. Since 1953, people have been coming to Glenn's Furniture at the corner of Union and Alameda in Roswell.
Do you have what it takes to be a champion? Country Club Road Church of Christ presents Champion VBS, June 6th through the 10th, from 9 to 11:30 a.m. for ages 3 years old through 6th grade. Explore the excitement of leading others to a relationship with Jesus from some of the best love passages of Scripture, and with a team of some of the world's fastest animals, you'll learn how to be a champion with practice, perseverance, and a little sweat. Skits, crafts, music, Bible stories, snacks, lunch, and more, including a free t-shirt. Find out more and register at ccrcoc.com. Champion VBS, June 6th through the 10th at Country Club Road Church of Christ. Open to ages 3 years old through 6th grade at the corner of Washington and Country Club Road in Roswell. Learn more and register now at ccrcoc.com.
To plant or not to plant? That is the question. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Our tomato plants and pepper plants are ready to go. If you plant them now, you might have homegrown tomatoes and peppers before anyone else, or the frost might kill them. As Clint Eastwood would say, do you feel lucky? You'll either be the smartest gardener in the county, or you'll get to replant them all over again. I say go for it. You'll get more practice and we'll get more business. This is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company, and I apologize to William Shakespeare.
You know what happens in the spring. It's cleanup time, and AC&B, HF Sinclair, Navajo Refining, and the Boy Scouts are at it again to help clean up our community. The Scouts will come to your house and haul off items that you need to dispose of and have no way of hauling. The dates for pickup are May 28th, June 4, and June 11. Just call 575-513-0143 and let me know when, where, and what. Take advantage of this free service and let's make Artesia clean and beautiful.
The National Used Car Blowout is on at Roswell Honda with the deepest discounts yet. Like a 2017 Ford Escape for just $329 a month, a 2015 Honda CR-V for just $309 a month, or a 2013 Nissan Sentra for just $199 a month. Get a 12-pack of soda and a Mexican resort voucher just for stopping by, a grilling toolkit with a test drive, and a free portable grill with purchase. And join us May 21st for free food, stuff for the kids, and your chance to win a Char Griller Double Play 3-burner gas charcoal grill. On now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The first toilet being flushed in a motion picture was in the movie Psycho. Mike thought it was Gone with the Wind. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 19 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, Tracy Fry back with us from the Roswell Public Library. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. How about you?
Good, good. Ready for summer?
I think so.
I know a lot of families think summer, it's like, oh, time for vacation and downtime and all that. Library looks at it the opposite way. It's like, oh, gets to our busy season here. Is the summer.
Busiest.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, which is a good thing. We want it to be busy because now that kids are going to be off school here pretty soon, and families are going to be spending some more time doing vacations and time together doing stuff.
Right.
The Roswell Public Library can be a partner with a lot of that stuff. Of course, the big thing is the summer reading program. That is probably one of the biggest projects that the Roswell Public Library does every year.
Yes.
They got so many, but this is probably the as far as the scale, most people involved and actual participation and things like that. This is the event that most people look forward to is our summer reading program.
Yes.
So it is happening once again this year, and it's we're just a couple weeks away from it starting here, right?
Yeah, June 6th is our kickoff.
Good deal. And is it work like years past? A little different as far as the reading requirements and all that, or is it a little different this year?
It's similar to years past.
Okay.
June 6th will be our kickoff, where you can come in. That'll be the first day you can come in and actually sign up.
Okay.
And children who sign up will get a backpack like they did prior years.
Just like they've done in years past.
And also they can sign up for activities that will be happening throughout the summer during the 6-week program.
Yeah, there's going to be various, and so when you do sign up for the summer reading program, make sure you get a calendar.
Yes.
And that's probably the best way. I know they're going to keep announcing and everything on social media and all that, Facebook, Instagram, but if you have that calendar, that way you can put it on the fridge, you can plan ahead and be like, all right, family's on vacation this week, but we can do the events this week and things like that, and it allows you to do that.
Right.
Because it really is, there's stuff going on at least every week, I think, just about. If not almost every day there's stuff, but definitely every week there's events and things happening.
Yes.
So you kind of want to keep that calendar handy because there's going to be a lot of stuff. And some things you're going to be into, some you're not, but this gives you a chance to kind of pick and choose those things you want you and your family to have some fun with and participate in.
Yes.
But I want to get people to sign up for the reading program because it's great for kids. But here's the thing. Summer reading program is not just for kids.
No, it's not.
The adults are encouraged and recommended to sign up for summer reading program.
Yes.
Now, it's a little different. We're not going to be giving you pencil erasers and prizes that, your prizes will be more appealing to you, the adult. Things like meal gift certificates, stuff like that.
Well, we're going to give out gift cards every week for the adults. So if you sign up as an adult for the summer reading, you'll get a raffle to fill out each week that you come in and check out a book.
Okay.
One per week, and then we'll choose, and you'll get a gift card.
Okay. Perfect. Now, of course, if and the idea is, I mean, sure, we'd love to give you a little something for reading, but the idea is to encourage you to read, to find things you want. But really, we love it because it now gives parents a chance to kind of do the program with their children.
Yes.
And that's kind of, I mean, if you don't have any kids, no biggie. Come do the adult program and pick. As long as you read books out of the library, you're in it. It's part of it. Just check out some books and read them and turn in your numbers every week. But if you want to kind of motivate your children to get involved and participate, then you, the parent, can sign up and say, we'll do it together.
Yes.
And the good news is if you have children that aren't really of reading age yet and you read them stories at night and all that counts for your reading time, their reading time. So you don't have to make it an extra time-consuming event.
Right.
You can kind of incorporate it into your family activities already.
Yes.
But that also being said, people take vacations, they go to the beaches, they go to various places, and you're spending a lot of time on planes, cars, or sitting at a beach. I don't know about you, but sitting on the beach here under an umbrella with a book that you really like, that's something that a lot of people enjoy. Use this as that opportunity to maybe, all right, I'll go to the library and check out some books I normally wouldn't buy or maybe something, and I'm going to take them to the library or take them to the beach with me.
Or they can, if they have the device, they can download.
Oh, yeah, like your Kindles and all that, and use your technology.
Yes.
Because in case you didn't know, you can utilize a lot of library resources online that have nothing actually to do with being a book in a library. There's a lot. I mean, now, that being said, I want you to go in the library and utilize it. But if you've got a library card and in good standing, you could utilize a bunch of resources and never technically set foot in the Roswell Public Library. Things like getting audiobooks or music or movies or needing help with, like, I know people are not going to be thinking as much about this right now, but they will pretty soon. Tutoring and stuff for school, for both elementary, high school, and college, right?
Yes.
It's the gamut. It's not just one.
Right.
So those are resources. And again, they don't cost you one penny. It's all free of charge. The only thing you have to do is sign up to get a library card.
Yes.
And, turn in your books on time and to avoid late fees and things like that. But that's it. And it's all available to you. And the summer reading program is really a vessel to hope to get you to utilize and take advantage of these things here. So as adults signing up for the program, okay, maybe you're like, well, I like my Kindle. Great.
Yes.
The Roswell Public Library has a great resource library of your online Kindle reader books.
Right.
Whatever you use. I know there's competing companies out there. Kindle's kind of like Kleenex now. Everyone's just kind of, I know there's other ones, but it's kind of, that's the one we all know what you're talking about. And so if you got one of these e-readers or whatever they call it, I don't even know the technical name of them. I just call them Kindles.
Yeah. They know what you're talking about.
Then you do that. Or like you said, maybe your music. You're like, hey, I'd love to get, they've got MP3s and things that you can download and utilize for your trips or whatever.
Right.
And all that. And then, of course, exposing your children to these same resources and getting them in there. And so, the idea is like, mom and dad doing something kind of cool. The kid's like, what do you do? Can I do that? Sure you can. Grab a book.
Right.
Here's one here. Maybe not my book. My book's for me, but you grab this book. You know what I mean? And that way, so mom and dad can read their, romance novel or mystery or whatever they're into. Well, the child gets something more to their speed. So. But that's what the reading program is. So let's just kind of highlight some of the big events that are planned during this summer reading program.
Yes. Okay. So Monday, June 6th is our official kickoff.
Okay.
So it's between 11 a.m., 1 p.m. You come in, you sign up your kid. You can sign up yourself also.
Okay.
They'll get their backpacks and they'll be told exactly what they need to do.
The
with
official
summer reading.
rules and requirements to complete the summer reading program.
Correct.
Gotcha.
And then after they choose their books, the children will get to choose something from our treasure chest.
Okay.
And then also that day we will be giving out snow cones.
Nice.
So it'll be hot, I'm sure, because every day here in Roswell,
it's New Mexico.
It's a balmy.
It's June. Yeah. If it's not hot, I'll be very surprised.
Then something's wrong.
And I'll eat the snow cone anyway because I'll be happy. Actually.
Yeah. So if you come in between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. on June 6th, Monday, you'll get a snow cone. And then another the next big event, is going to be that following week on June 15th at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. We're going to have a puppet show.
Nice.
And it's the Rocky Mountain Puppets with Megan Casey's going to do it, do the program.
Okay. Have they been back? Have they been here before? Or is this their first time?
No, they've been here before, but
Okay.
I wasn't with
Gotcha.
the library
It's
at
been
the time.
been a couple of years, but they've been to the public library, and I'm sure some people may have seen some of their shows from years ago, but they're back and got some new stuff for you.
Right.
So. Cool.
And then, so they're going to have 2 shows on Wednesday, June 15th, 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. You just come in. You don't have to register.
Are they both the same show, or are they
Yes.
two different shows? So either one you can come to and or go to both, I guess, if you want, if you really like the first one.
Works in your schedule,
Sure.
yes.
But it is first come, first serve on these.
Right.
So. And then when it's full, it's full.
Yes. And then the following week on June 23rd, which is a Thursday, at 10:30 a.m., we're going to have one show. It's going to be the Pirate Dogs of the Sea.
Okay.
And it's going to be a pirate. The doggies are going to be there doing a little show.
Is it
about
kind
pirates.
of let's see, and this is, I don't have kids, but
Mm-hmm.
I know because I have nephews that are huge fans of the Paw Patrol.
Oh.
Is it kind of like a pirate version of Paw Patrol?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm
yeah.
taking guesses here.
They're hunting for treasure upon the 7 seas.
Okay.
When they become shipwrecked.
Nice. Okay. Very cool. But I'm guessing if you like Paw Patrol and that kind of stuff, this is probably going to be right in your wheelhouse.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
Very
that's
cool.
only one show, so that's at 10:30 a.m.
So make sure you again,
If you
first
like
come, first
doggies.
serve, and pirates too. I'm sure it's got a pirate themed, and everyone loves pirate themed.
And then the following week, June 30th, Thursday at 11 a.m., we're going to have the Roswell Zoo come over.
Cool.
And Kevin, their Potbelly Pig, is going to be there also.
Oh, good.
And the program is called Ocean Devotion. So it's talking about keeping our waterways clean.
Okay.
And whoever comes will meet Kevin.
Okay.
So
you can come meet the animals and learn a little bit about,
and learn about programs at the zoo, too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, which, by the way, they got a lot of great stuff going on there. They just opened the butterfly garden thing, and of course they've got events planned coming up this summer. They got their own zoo camp coming up this summer too, for another opportunity for kids to go have some fun there too. So learn about that stuff too and get them involved. It's all part of these city programs, and it's all for families to utilize this summer. So if you run out of things to do at the library, go on over to the zoo and go on over to the art museum, or go to the aquatic center. We got so many.
They have a camp, I think, too.
Yeah, they do. They have several camps. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the city here. But anyway, and what date is the zoo coming to the library?
Thursday, June 30th.
Okay.
And they'll be there at 11 a.m.
Nice.
And so then the following week, July 7th, Thursday at 10:30 and 10:30 to 11:30, we'll have a oil pastels painting class.
Okay.
With Taja Ramaj, and she's the one who painted our library and did like the waterfall.
Oh, some of the murals and things in there.
Yeah, yes.
Cool.
So she's going to do a class. It's a limit to 20 children, and you have to.
And it's just kids, huh?
Yeah.
I'm thinking there's some adults that might want to learn some of that too.
I'm sorry, I do the kids side.
Maybe we can convince you an adult version one day.
Maybe we can ask her. But
what if I shave real close? Will I be able to slip? I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
I'm pretty immature. I can act like a 12-year-old.
Okay. Well, it's limited to 20 children.
Okay.
And registration is required, but registration does not start until June 6th.
Okay, so you got to wait until the summer reading program gets underway to register. It is free, though.
Everything at the library is always free.
It doesn't cost a thing, but you do need to pre-register for some of the more popular stuff sometimes. So.
The ones that were limited number of children. Yes.
Well, we don't want to make the experience, cheapen it by having too many people there and things. So they do this to maximize the experience for everybody. So it's all by design.
Yes.
Good deal. What other events we want to spotlight here?
Okay, and then the following week after that, July 14th, which is a Thursday at 10 a.m., this is the one I'm really excited about. Miranda Howe is going to do painting. Do a painting class over at the library.
Okay.
And it's a limit of 24 children.
Okay.
And its registration is required.
Nice. Is it like watercolor? Is there a certain medium of painting, or just just like just?
I don't have it here.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just I think it's watercolor. I'm not too sure.
Okay. I didn't know because I know there's so many different pastels to oil paintings to watercolor to whatever Bob Ross does.
Okay.
I don't know what you call that. Just pretty cool.
Fun.
Yeah. Very cool. But cool. So please, now is that another one they need to register and sign up in advance, but they can't do it until
June 6th,
which is, by the way, in case you're just joining us here, the official opening day of this year's summer reading program.
Correct.
And it usually goes to the end of July, right?
Yes.
June 6th to July 31st, right? Is that?
Well, it's going to actually end on the 23rd will be the last official day of the summer reading program.
Okay, very good. So, that's when you have to have all your timesheets turned in and all that stuff to make sure you register and get your prizes and your T-shirts and all the things that you were earned over the summer reading program.
Right.
So, good deal.
And then on July 21st is going to be our last program, which is pretty exciting, and it's at 10:30 a.m. and at 2 p.m. And we have Aspen Black, and she's going to do a ukulele program.
Okay.
So she's going to supply ukulele.
Nice.
There's a limit of 30 children per class.
Okay. So there's only 30 ukuleles. So.
Right. That's the deal.
Or is it ukulele or whatever they say the way you're supposed to?
Like I don't know. You corrected me. I don't know. I've been saying it wrong all this time.
Well, I watched a TV show. It was a sitcom, and they brought a ukulele in, and then the guy in the thing said, actually, it's pronounced ukulele. And I was like, ooh.
Well, excuse me.
So, exactly. So I was like, So question one, is it ukulele?
Is it uka? Well, it'll be a little guitar.
However you call it, it's a little guitar.
Yeah, but that one requires registration also because it's a limit of 30 per class.
Perfect.
And on the 23rd, you're going to turn in all your
time sheets and everything. Yeah.
Right. And then the children who complete the 6 weeks of the program, and that means the reading portion of it, they'll enter a raffle to win a Kindle Fire for kids or a Kindle Fire HD8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good deal.
And then we're going to also have movies on Fridays, matinee movies on Fridays at 11 a.m.
And that'll be every Friday during the summer reading program.
Right. Starting June 3rd.
Okay.
And they just come.
Actually, that'll predate summer reading program about 3 days. Cool.
Yes.
So that first Friday before the summer reading program.
If you're hot and you want to come in and have popcorn and watch a movie. Now, the movies are new, but
they're family-friendly movies. These are movies the whole family can sit down and enjoy. So if you're looking for Rambo, you're not going to find that.
No, you're not going to find Rambo, but you will. But we're going to, since they're going to have the UFO Festival, we're going to do July 1st. We're going to have Independence Day, the one with Will Smith.
Oh, okay. The first Independence Day.
Right.
My opinion, the better of the two. That's just me.
But that's just your opinion. Yeah. But I agree with you, though.
They tried really hard, that second one, but it just didn't measure up. I'm sorry.
Yes. And I think sometimes they wait too long and then they do it. And then
the moment had passed, I think it just didn't.
Right.
Yeah, the sentiment wasn't the same.
Right.
It wasn't. It was a different time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And people that you thought were dead in the first one were alive.
Yeah, that kind of makes me mad. It's like, look, we put this to bed. Now you're printing back out. I mean, you're just messing with the story now. I don't like that.
Do something, remake of something else.
There's plenty of alien stuff we can make a new movie about. But anyway, so during UFO Fest, look for the good Independence Day, according to Tracy and myself, the good one.
Yes. And that will be on Friday. All movies Fridays at 11 a.m. starting June 3rd. Yeah. And the last one will be July 29th.
Yeah, so come bring the family if you got time. You guys usually pop popcorn and all that. Of
course.
Too. Yeah, and we got, because what's a movie without some popcorn, right? And then,
exactly. And me sweeping it up afterwards.
Well, if there's enough, there's leftovers.
For the next movie.
That's right, for the next. Just kidding. Fresh popcorn each time.
Yeah.
But do you get sick of popcorn by the end of the summer?
Actually,
or you love popcorn so much that you could eat it all.
I love popcorn, but the last time we had movie, which was last weekend, I didn't have it.
You were good. You're like, I'm not.
I think I'm kind of looking forward to the snow cone machine now.
I got you. That makes sense. Yeah. I'm a waves. I comes in waves. Like there'll be like a moment where I'm on a kick, and I'll just eat popcorn every time, and then I won't touch it for months.
Yeah.
And then I'm back on board again, and eat it. That's how I usually am with things like popcorn.
Yeah.
So. And then like I'll have it, and I hadn't had it in a while. I'm like, man, I haven't had popcorn. It was good. And then I eat it a bunch.
And you're like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I'm one of those people. I tend to overkill things. So That's kind of me. But
that's
anyway.
kind of me too. To a certain point, and it's like, okay, I hit that wall.
It's like I could eat this every day, and then you put yourself to the challenge. Like, no, I can't. Very good, but. Folks, put it on your calendars. June 6th, that is the official start for 2022 summer reading program. Adults, kids, all can sign up here and get. You can get the calendars now. You don't have to wait till June 6th. If you want to, pick up your calendars now. That way you can start planning and making sure you work around your family vacations or whatever other commitments you have this summer. That's got you. That has you covered. Is there any more summer reading stuff we wanted to talk about?
Well, on Saturdays we're gonna alternate between board games or Legos. So
okay.
It'll be something every Saturday. We'll have some sort of family fun day for the kids.
So come out and play some games
and that's at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
And then we're gonna also have our Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We'll have our story times all summer.
Okay.
So it's
and those are for the mornings, usually the preschool, preschool age, and then for like your elementary age for later in the day is generally how it works.
Well, the preschool, the one for the Mother Goose one is birth to 3, and that's going to be on Tuesdays at 10:30.
Okay.
And then we'll have the bilingual one that at 5 p.m. on Tuesdays.
Which is great. We've talked about this before. I don't care. Every single child should be going to the bilingual one because they're going to absorb whatever language is their first language right now. They're going to absorb the other one very quickly because that's what kids do. So exposing them to preschool age to that kind of stuff, you're doing a huge service to your children by having them participate in that. So,
and then we have a music and movement one that's going to be on Wednesdays at 10:30, and that's for ages like 3 to 5. So the story times will start on the 7th for Mother Goose and the 8th for the music and movement for the little bit older kids. Okay. And that will run the same weeks as the summer reading program.
Cool. So these are options for everyone to kind of participate in their own way in the summer reading program too, even if they're not of age to crack open a book and read it. They can kind of get involved in some of this stuff too. And obviously, as adults, reading to them, that's part of the summer reading program too. But don't forget, June 6th is the sign-up day. Now, you can sign up after June 6th.
Of course.
But I think you guys usually limit it till about through June, and then you really, because at some point you get to a point where it's going to be really hard for you to complete the summer program if you sign up like midway through July, because you
can sign up, but I doubt if you'll be able to finish it.
Okay, so really try to get signed up in June if you can't sign up on the 6th itself. That way you're allowing yourself the most amount of time to complete the program, and you're exposing yourself to all the different events, and now you won't miss out on anything.
And if they can't make it the first week, of course they're more than welcome. They can sign up, and we're going to eventually run out of those backpacks.
Sure.
So if you want your child to get the backpack
sooner than later. Yeah. So, but point is, you can't sign up early. You can sign up late, but sweet spot is June the 6th.
Yes.
Is the day to sign up, and then grab your calendars while you're there, and then of course start participating in the program.
Right.
One other thing I wanted to mention real quick, since we're coming in on summer here, and this is something you guys had for a few years now. If you're going on your summer trips, if you're going on vacations, or you got things that are around the state of New Mexico this summer, I know I imagine a lot of people want to do some in-state vacations this year because the world we live in, and maybe they're not ready to get on a plane and go somewhere, but they want to drive to the Four Corners area or Cruces or something for your go see family. But the Roswell Public Library, thanks to the New Mexico Tourism Department, they have these passes that allow up to 6 people access to many different museums and places around the state. For example, some of the art museums in Santa Fe and Albuquerque, they're on there. Lincoln, the town of Lincoln. If you go to Lincoln, that's on there. I think the Horse Museum in Cruces is on there.
I think it was something down in, was it Carlsbad?
Yeah, somewhere in that area. I want to say like Fort Sumner area.
Yeah, I think that's on there too.
There's like 15 or 20 different places throughout the state that you get like in for free.
Right.
And it will get up to 6 people in for free with this pass. Now, here's the catch. You can only check it out directly for a week, and you can't renew it.
Right.
So it's not like a book where you can just keep calling and renew it. You got to go in, check it out, and you get it for 7 days from the moment you checked out, then it's got to be back. So if you're going to plan a vacation, you got to really check it out right before you go. And unfortunately, we can't reserve it or RSVP for people because there's a limited number, and we want to make it available to anybody that possibly wants it. But like I said, all you got to do is go to the front desk, ask about the call it the New Mexico Pass or whatever you want.
Yes. The museum pass, I think it's called.
And the front desk will know exactly what you're talking about.
If they want to come in and take a look at it just to see what...
Sure, kind of get what actual places it gets you into and kind of plan accordingly, do that. But then come back later when you're actually going on your trip, like that day before, and sign up and or check it out. But remember, it's got to be back in 7 days and you can't renew it.
Right.
But you can use it as many times as you want in that 7 days. And so if you've got a trip around the state, I don't know about you, but like just for example, you walk into the courthouse in Lincoln there and go through there, a family of 6 of you are probably going to spend about $50 at least just to walk into that place.
Right.
Now you don't pay any of that. There's $50 that can go towards lunch or gas.
That's it.
Or something else for your trip there. So please take advantage of that, and this will give you a chance to add a little more to your family vacations without thinning your wallet that much. So that's...
And if they want it and they can't get into the library right before their trip, they can also call and we can give it to them in the alley. You know, we have that window they can drive up and pick it up.
So we make arrangements to meet you to get it to, or we meet you at the place somewhere or whatever to do that. We can make those kind of arrangements. But once you've checked it out, you've got it for 7 days and it has to come back. That's where because we want to make sure. And this is available for years now. So I know we talk about it more in the summer because more people tend to travel during the summer. But if you got a Christmas trip planned, or maybe you're going to go see family in another part of the state for during the holidays, check one out. And because I know how that works. Yes. I've been family for a week at the holidays, and about day 4, you're kind of tired of looking at each other and you're looking for things to do, and so you're thinking, well, let's all go to Lincoln that day, or let's all go to one of these art museums or something like that. Yeah, it's. Or I think the Nuclear Museum in Albuquerque's on that list too. So if you always want to check that out, that's there you go. Get in for free, and see some of the things the state has to offer and do it for free.
Yes.
So, but that's another great option. I know summer reading program's the big thing here, but I do want to put that on people's radar.
Yes.
Now, vacation season's coming. Let's get the most bang for your buck here, and who knows. And that's what I love about it. A trip to one of these museums or one of these locations might just spark the interest of a kid or an adult to want to learn more and get involved with it. Next thing you know, they're an expert on Billy the Kid or something. You know what I mean? It's just they just found that avenue that exposed them to this whole new interest for them. So, So please take advantage of it, and then and I'm telling you, because once you hit one of these parks and then you drop in $50, like, man, well, I guess we're not going to go to the water park afterwards because we just spent $50 at this place. And so this will give that option there too. So is there a drop dead deadline for summer reading or is it pretty much if you're willing?
You can sign up. We tell them at a certain point, because we want them to complete 6 weeks.
Sure.
But we tell them at a certain point, if we have the material available, like the backpacks,
we'll give it to you.
Yeah, but
you're probably not going to be able to have enough time to complete the reading requirements.
So they can be in the raffle for the Kindle. So.
And I say never, but there's always a few enterprising or overachievers. Yeah. And next thing you know, like, oh, yeah, I read 100 books last week. And you're like, whoa.
Right.
And
we do have those that come in and they'll check out. They'll come twice a week to check out because they know they're going on vacation the following week. So.
And here's the other thing, too, and remind you, don't forget, this is the whole point of this, too, is to get you to explore and utilize all the resources of the library. So when you count your books and all that, these are books that you check out from the library. I know you can buy some of these books, and no one's going to check up on you and all that stuff, but the idea is to really get you to come into the library, peruse the shelves. I know a lot of people love to shop. And I've seen them out there, and I don't know if they even have an idea of what they want to buy. They're just walking around looking at stuff, and they find something that speaks to them, and then they buy it. Mm-hmm. That can get expensive.
Oh, yeah.
You can scratch that itch by going to the library and walk around. And you can spend hours in there looking for books. If you got the time, they're going to let you do it.
Yes.
And you will walk through that and find books. And I guarantee, I will promise you, there's a lot of books in there. there's going to be at least one book in that entire building you're going to pique your interest. I don't care who you are, how old you are, or where you come from.
Right.
There's going to be at least one book in that place that you're going to be wanting to get into. And I know there's going to be more than that. But my point is, you're not going to find them unless you spend some time walking the shelves, looking at the spines of the books, reading the titles.
Right.
I mean, you can find things like if you know like a genre. All right, your mysteries are over here. Your nonfiction's over here. Your self-help's over here.
Right.
Wherever, But if you're just, I'm looking for a good murder mystery. All right, there's a whole section of them over here. I'm looking for a good Western. Guess what? Here's a whole section. I'm looking for biographies, or I want to learn more about some famous people. All right, come on over here.
There you go.
That's the library, and it's the internet, but it's all real, not virtual.
And also, if they have a specific book in mind and that they really want and we don't have it, if they let us know, we can possibly order it. So
sure.
We can save you money there.
Absolutely.
If you have patience.
Sure. But but especially like series books, I'm guessing that's probably where you get in a lot. Because a lot of authors like to do series, and that's where I've had my most frustrating times at libraries, because I'll go through and like, the book I need next is checked out. I can't check out the next book till I get that book. What do I do? And so that's the one time you're like, I don't know what to do. And then
we'll introduce you to another series.
Exactly. But those are the one times where I get like, oh, what am I going to do? And then but they could reach out and say, hey, do you even have this next one in there? And then be like, yeah, we got it just checked out, or no, but we can order it for you.
And if it's checked out, we can just put it on hold for you.
Sure,
so as soon as it comes back,
hey, it'll be back in a week. We'll have it ready
never
for
know.
you. Yeah, exactly. So that's the beauty of the library. And again, all free of charge. Didn't cost you a dime. And so if you're looking for cheap education, cheap entertainment, all of these things on the cheap.
James Patterson novels.
Yes, the library's your friend. I don't, and I think I hope, especially in a world we live in now where there's less available sometimes. Just the world we live in. I think going back to things that are tried and true, like a book, might actually. Yes. I just hope people discover that love in times like this. You know what I mean? And I think that's where you're like, okay, yeah, granted, every movie or every TV show known to man is almost pretty much available at your fingertips at any given moment
Except
right now.
for the one I'm looking for.
Right. And so we live in that world, and unfortunately, because we live in that world, books have taken a back seat, because now I can get the story in 2 hours on a TV show or a documentary or a movie. And I'm telling you, you miss a whole nother layer when you go to the book and go through it. Because I don't know how many nonfiction stories I've seen as movie form. I read them at the book first, and I'm like, that movie was awful.
I know that's part of the problem. You read a book sometimes, and then you watch the movie, and you go like, well, they left out all this, or they didn't really follow the plot line. So.
I've said this one before on the radio, but the worst one of all time for that one is a Stephen King book called Hearts in Atlantis.
Oh, okay.
If y'all remember that movie with Anthony Hopkins, I want to say early 2000s, late 90s. I don't remember when it came out exactly. I watched the movie and I was like, oh, that was all right. Pretty good. Little mystery, Stephen King. Yeah. And then I read the book.
He was like, wait a minute.
And I was like, to be honest, the movie was the first 100 pages of the book. And the book's called Hearts in Atlantis. The movie doesn't even get to why the book is called Hearts in Atlantis. They don't even cover that in the movie. And then I went, because I didn't think, I was like, why is it even called Heart? And then I went and read the book. I was like, oh, because there's a group in the book that a group of college kids that all played hearts. And they called their little group Atlantis. And none of that's in the movie. That even, and so it was, I was like, wow, that was the worst butchering of movie bookdom I've ever seen, was that Hearts in Atlantis Stephen King book. That book is night and day different than the movie. I'm not even sure it's the same story, to be honest with you.
They just took part of it and said,
they
okay, that's
crowbarred one little factoid out of the book and made a movie out of it. Yeah. So please use a summer reading program for adults, kids. I don't care. Use it as that trigger to crack open a book this summer and find, because I think once you find the one you like, it's going to start the bug. You're going to get bit, and you're going to look for the next book. You're going to look for and this is how you get kids to read, folks. You got to let them pick the books. Let them pick the things they want to read, because they're going to have a vested interest.
Right.
And what's the one safe place that you could just turn your kid loose and say, pick any book here you want, and you can read it and know that you're okay.
Right.
Roswell Public Library. You can go to the kids section and say, I'm going to be over here. Find all the books you want. I'll meet you over here. And then it'll come back. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll be like, all right, you can't have 30 right now. Well, maybe 15, and then we'll come back and get the other 15 later. But let them go buck wild crazy and pick out the books that they want to read and let them, and then sit down with them and make sure they start reading them.
And we have a healthy graphic novel section for the kids, for those that,
your teenagers or tweens or
they prefer that.
Dr. Seuss is a little too nut, but they're not quite ready for Stephen King or James Patterson or something like that.
No.
But they're into something like Twilight level or whatever that is. I know I'm way behind the times, but that's I'm trying to think teenage book that was big. That's most reason why I think all the Twilight books. I know there's others. I don't have kids, so I'm kind of.
He said that's my background.
Yeah, that's about as far as I go to knowledge-wise. If you have any questions about anything we talked about here, of course, you can like and follow the Roswell Public Library on Facebook and Instagram. Those are the two social media platforms that the library uses on a regular basis.
Yes.
You can always go to the city's website, roswell-nm.gov. There's a library tab there. You can go and click, and it'll take you to everything you need to know there. And, of course, if you like to talk to live people and actually talk to humans to answer questions and things like that, you can call the library direct, too. What is the main number for the library there?
It's 575-622-7101.
Very good. And so if you need to know hours or if
any questions,
checking a book or renew a book, or if you're looking for a book or what's, something from a kid, whatever it is, they can handle those questions for you.
Yes.
Good deal. Is there anything we missed?
No, I don't think so.
Good deal. Well, have a good weekend.
You too.
Take some breaks. I know it's about to get real busy for you here, so plenty of snow cones. Get you fueled up and ready for a busy summer here. And then, of course, Public, your job is to make Tracy busy this next couple months by coming in and sign up for summer reading program. And
yes, we invite everyone in.
Yeah, come on in and have some fun with us. And because I think once you sign up, I'm telling you, you're going to be thankful, because I know me and how I am today and where I got and why I'm full of useless information and things like that. I read a lot when I hit I didn't read much as a little kid, but once I turned teenager and I started finding my own books and things, I started really reading a bunch. And so I have a lot of stuff that's in my head that's things that either through stories, fictional stories, or biographies and history. I'm a Civil War buff, so I read a lot of, I'm one of the few people as a teenager that read Ulysses S. Grant's memoirs as a 17-year-old kid. I mean, you read that now, most people get glassy-eyed. I was into it, so. But now granted, that's most people aren't going to be into that. But I remember reading science fiction-y books that were historical with science fiction, and because I wasn't so much, but I loved the history. But then the fact that they do what ifs on you, it's what if this happened? And I got really intrigued by that. Next thing you know, I'm starting reading book after book of similar stuff like that. And then I got into. I had a hot minute with the lawyer
John Grisham.
Grisham. I've read all of his lawyer books. Not the ones where he gets about baseball or kids or nothing.
I like the lawyer ones.
But the lawyer books
in Mississippi.
Yeah,
I love those.
I've read all of those books, and I'll give you this: they don't butcher those movies too bad.
No.
A couple they leave some important details, but for the most part, those follow pretty okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I can't. I'll tell you off air. But thank you, Tracy, as always. Appreciate it. We'll see you here next time, okay?
Okay.
All right, it is 9:56. Let's do a quick break before they kick us off the radio. Don't go away.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. China's surprise interest rate cut, credited with giving Wall Street a shot in the arm at this morning's opening bell. The Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P all beginning the day with solid gains, taking back at least a little of what was lost this week. The market has been shaken in recent days by rising interest rates, the global pandemic, and the war in Ukraine. President Biden, now in South Korea, paid a visit to a Samsung computer chip factory. It's similar to the plant the electronics giant plans to build in Tyler, Texas. The president stressing the importance of strengthening business ties between the U.S. and the nations of the Indo-Pacific region. A modest retreat for home mortgage rates this week. Freddie Mac says the average for the 30-year fixed loan is 5.25%. That's down from 5.3% last week. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason.
The Valley Cafe is now open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Located inside the 180 Youth Building across from Church on the Move on Brasher in Roswell. Enjoy soups, salads, sandwiches, burgers, and more. Try one of their signature creations like the Sweet and Spicy Burger with honey jalapeno bacon barbecue sauce, the chicken cordon bleu soup, Chef Anthony Noble's fried avocados, and the Smotherman Burger with creamy green chili sauce. Or swing by for coffee or breakfast burritos on your way to work. The all-new Valley Cafe, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 3. Stop in for breakfast, lunch, or even a snack after school. Don't feel like leaving home? Order takeout from DoorDash.
Spin the wheel and save during the Wheels of Fortune savings event at Roswell Nissan, with prices slashed across the lot so you can spin a new set of wheels this summer. Like a 2018 Ford Escape priced under 17 grand, a 2016 Jeep Cherokee priced under 16 grand, or a 2012 Infiniti G37 under 15 grand. Get a trip to Vegas and spin the wheel to win just for stopping by. A Home Depot gift card with a test drive and a toolkit or grilling kit with any purchase. Spin in and save this month at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
When it comes to the security of your home or business, you want a local company, one that has a personal investment right here in Southeast New Mexico. Zenith Security Services is your local Honeywell dealer. Zenith can handle all of your business and residential alarms, cameras, and IT services, as well as home theater installations, all from a local company. The Spring Starter Package is now available at Zenith Security Services for your home or business. Call the real Zenith Security Services today. 575-626-3521. Zenith Security Services. Protection with a local touch.
Hunting season's here again, and LGS Guns and Ammo is stocked up for your next hunt with everything you need. The draw results for New Mexico are in. Put that hunting, fishing, or trapping license of yours to good use and get to LGS Guns and Ammo for the hunting gear you need. Rifles, ammo, scopes, optics, binoculars, and so much more. From brands you know, like Ruger, Sulking, Vortex, and Burris Optics. Right now, take 10% off all firearms, 15% off accessories, and 15% off all Liberty safes. Do hunting season right with LGS Guns and Ammo across from Target in Roswell and at 109 North El Paso in Hobbs.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Elephants use these skin folds on their bodies to crush mosquitoes. Mike Winters uses his to hide M&Ms. Here's Mike Winters.